everybody, and welcome to Harrisonville, Missouri. We're on the campus of Harrisonville Middle School, Memorial Stadium. Your 2-1 Harrisonville Wildcats set to take on the 2-1 Platte County Pirates in a rematch of a game that happened last year. A game probably the Harrisonville Wildcats would like to forget about. They went up to Platte County last year, got beat 49-0, and it was one of those snowballs that just started rolling down a hill and picked up steam. A couple of players got hurt early on in that ball game, and then after that is when the wheels kind of fell off. A lot of fumbles. Cats ended up turning it over 10 times in that ball game last season. And you know, we talk about the games each year. The non-conference games get you ready for the conference season. And we talked about all the teams last year that now have a bullseye on the Harrisonville Wildcats because Harrisonville Wildcats knocked them off last year. Well, it goes the other way as well, as this is one of the 3 teams that beat the Harrisonville Wildcats last season, and this is one of the teams the Cats would like to get revenge on of their own. So we'll see what happens tonight. 2 very good ball clubs that come into the game 2-1. One of these teams is going to be 500 at the end of the night. The other one is going to be 3-1 and in good position for their conference season that gets rocking and rolling real hard and heavy next week. Cats will have Excelsior Springs for homecoming here next Friday night, a game they lost last year as well. So we'll see what happens here tonight. We've got some keys to the game in a little bit, and we'll talk about what the Cats have to do to come out on the right end of the scoreboard tonight. Unfortunately, the Wildcats ended up in the loss column last week, a 37-20 loss to the Pittsburgh Dragons back down in Pittsburgh, Kansas. And I'll tell you, it was one of those games, the first 2 series of the second half, the difference in that ball game. As I kind of went back and looked over stats and I was writing a recap of the ball game, I realized the first 2 series of the second half, thankfully for my great stat person, Gary Davidson, as I was looking those over, the first 2 series of the second half, Pittsburgh 3 and out on a punt. Harrisonville promptly turned it over with a fumble after 4 plays. The next series, 3 and out for Pittsburgh. Harrisonville promptly threw an interception after 2 plays. And that was the difference. After that interception, Pittsburgh was able to go on a drive, score, make it a 2-score ball game, made it 27-13, and from that point on, Harrisonville was chasing, and they could not get their offense going the way they wanted it to go. They just couldn't get anything going offensively, and that was what they struggled with. So that's one of those things that the Harrisonville Wildcats have got to work on tonight. You got to take care of the football and slow things down a little bit. So we'll talk about that a little bit more in the keys to the game. We've got all kinds of fun stuff coming your way here in just a couple of minutes. We're going to have our spine-tingling hit of the game, and I believe we'll talk about the Max Motors Max Effort Player of the game as well here in just a little bit. So we have all of that. It's your pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. I'd like to thank all of our great sponsors: Show Me Auto Mall, Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center, Max Ford of Harrisonville, Holland's Auto Sales, Schroeder Chiropractic, Papa Murphy's, Colby's Car Clinic, American Heritage Realtors, Sherwood Community Bank, Young's Tire and Wheel Center, Forged by Fire, Kitchen and Tap House, The Vault, Verizon Cell Only, Greg's Wheel Alignment, Farmers Insurance, Brad Sainer, Keller Williams Realty, The Hearn Group, Stafford & Stafford Insurance, Absolute Health Chiropractic, Harrisonville Star, Sapp Brothers Truck Stop, Salon 114, Upcycled Orchard, Sapp Brothers Service Center, Dunkin' Donuts, Apple Barrel Restaurant, and Young's Auto LLC. All great sponsors for Harrisonville Wildcat football. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more pregame after this. You're listening to High School Football on 4Ts.com.
A bad tire can ruin someone's day in a heartbeat, so don't trust your tires to just anyone. Let William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center get you rolling down the road with safety and peace of mind. With their tire warranty and free rotations, they make sure you're well taken care of. So whether it's a spare or a new set of 4 tires, Young's will get you safely to that next Wildcat away game. Act soon and you may be eligible to up to $100 in rebates with certain hand-cooked tires. Go see William today right across the road from the Garage Burgers and Brew on Commercial.
Need a haircut, highlight, beauty supplies, nails done? Good news, Harrisonville has your one stop to answer all these questions. Salon 114 on the west side of the historic Harrisonville Square is a full-service salon with cuts, colors, curls, conditioners, and nails. There is no reason to make multiple appointments and stops. Just go see Amy and her girls and get it all done at once. Salon 114 is proud to sponsor Wildcat Athletics and the Wildcat Cheerleaders Spirit Spotlight.
What is the number one thing people look for when buying a used car? Trust. If you can't trust the person you buy your vehicle from, you can end up with a lemon. Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's trusted name for used cars since 1984. That's over 30 years in business, earning your trust and giving you confidence that he will be around for your family for years to come. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, think about the used car dealer that has been around longer than any other. Holland Auto Sales on Commercial, just past Price Chopper.
Harrisonville Wildcats Postgame headquarters, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, is open late to feed your hunger after every Wildcat win, home or away. No matter if it's appetizers to dissect the game or a full meal to celebrate, Forged by Fire is your stop. Try some fried pickles or wings, fill up on the half-pound Boss Burger, or go all out with a hand-cut, made-to-order 16-ounce Kansas City strip. After tonight's game, go to the Harrisonville's premier sit-down restaurant, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, in the Price Chopper Shopping Center.
Why spend hours and hours scouring the internet looking for the best insurance prices when Stafford & Stafford Insurance can do it for you? They have over 40 employees and agents working for you and your family to match you with the right insurances to have you covered. No matter if it's auto, business, health, life, or home insurance, they will match you with what best fits you and your budget. So stop working so hard and work smart. Give Stafford & Stafford Insurance a call at 816-884-4800 and take the work out of insurance.
Free donuts. Yep, that's right. Fuel up at Sapp Brothers Truck Stop and get a free donut. If donuts are not your thing, wait, what someone doesn't like donuts? Anyway, they do have a full menu of lattes, hot and iced coffees for that caffeine jolt you may need in the early mornings, afternoon pick-me-ups, or late-night work. Bring the kids 12 and under in on Thursdays from 3 to 5 for the Build Your Donut Night. At Dunkin' Donuts, located inside the new Sapp Brothers Truck Stop on the Highway 7 exit, there's a little something for the whole family and convenience to boot with a drive-thru and open 24 hours. Free donuts. Yep, that's right. Fuel up at Sapp Brothers Truck Stop and get a free donut. If donuts are not your thing, wait, what someone doesn't like donuts? Anyway, they do have a full menu of lattes, hot and iced coffees for that caffeine jolt you may need in the early mornings, afternoon pick-me-ups, or late-night work. Bring the kids 12 and under in on Thursdays from 3 to 5 for the Build Your Donut Night. At Dunkin' Donuts, located inside the new Sapp Brothers Truck Stop on the Highway 7 exit, there's a little something for the whole family and convenience to boot with a drive-thru and open 24 hours.
Harrisonville's newest paper is your best place for area news and coverage of Harrisonville sports. Dedicated to giving you the stories that are at the heart of the community and business profiles so you can get to know local businesses, they are becoming Harrisonville's go-to news source. With distribution at several local businesses and with subscriptions available, get your hands on Harrisonville's hottest commodity, a copy of the Harrisonville Star, today.
Now with 2 locations in Harrisonville and Belton, your premier pre-owned dealers at Show Me Auto Mall have made buying a car, truck, or SUV even easier. The crew at Show Me Auto Mall wants to make sure you experience hassle-free sales with premier pre-owned cars. With the Show Me Edge warranty, you have a peace of mind that Show Me will take care of you. So when you're in the market for a vehicle, go experience the Show Me difference in Harrisonville across from Walmart or the new location in Belton across from Chipotle.
Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville takes the hassle out of buying home appliances. They will save you time and money and give you the same selection as the marts up in the city. So instead of spending hours driving north searching for a great deal, go see the crew at Troby's right here in Harrisonville and get friendly hometown service at affordable prices. With 3 generations of Troby's helping, it's a true hometown business, happy to make you feel like part of the family. Go see them today on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
From small jobs like an oil change or big ones like fixing a transmission, Young's Auto Repair will get you back up and running in no time. A knowledgeable, friendly staff with a family raised in Harrisonville, Michelle and William know small-town friendly service and good craftsmanship is the key to keeping customers happy and coming back again. So next time you need a tune-up or an alignment with their state-of-the-art alignment machine, give Young's a call at 816-380-6008 or stop in and visit them at 1312 South Commercial, right next to Santa Fe Glass.
Friendly faces and bright smiles greet you every time you walk into one of the 4 Sherwood Community Bank locations in Creighton, Urick, Garden City, or Harrisonville. A full-service bank with new internet banking options to track your accounts and many loan options. That makes Sherwood Community Bank Harrisonville's premier bank. They are the only locally owned bank, and you know your neighbors are taking care of you and your assets. When it's time for a new bank account or a
Harrisonville's newest restaurant is located on the 7 Highway exit at the new Sapp Brothers truck stop. Apple Barrel will make your mom smile with daily specials, a home-cooked feel, breakfast served all day, and a breakfast buffet from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday. Next time you need a good home-cooked meal, come out and see the friendly faces and taste the great food at the Apple Barrel, located inside the new Sapp Brothers truck stop, open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily.
Treatment for minor aches and pains starts with a family atmosphere at Schroeder Chiropractic. They want to get to know you and find the best treatment solutions. The family atmosphere in over a decade in Harrisonville, Dr. Schroeder and Dr. Sharp give residents peace of mind that when the aches and pains are too much, they can come in and join the family at Schroeder Chiropractic next to the Brick House Coffee Bar and Eatery right off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Everybody's schedule is different. Wouldn't it be great if service centers were more flexible with their hours to accommodate your schedule? Good news, the Sapp Brothers Service Center is open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and they don't just work on semis. They can work on your vehicle as well. If you work odd hours, get home after 5, or are just looking for a new place to take your vehicle, try the Sapp Brothers Service Center and be blown away with the great customer service and professional craftsmanship. Located on the 7 Highway exit right next to the Sapp Brothers truck stop.
We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASC certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue Building.
Everyone loves a home field advantage. Buying or selling a home should be no different. That's why the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, should be your first call when you're in the market for buying or selling. James and Michael Hearn were born and raised right here in Harrisonville. They know the area and will find the perfect fit for you and your family. Mix in former Wildcat Tyler Hearn and the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty as your hometown team with the home field advantage to get you in your dream home. Give them a call today at 816-797-0756 or visit them at www.hearnhomes.com. The easiest place to buy a car just got easier. Max Ford of Harrisonville is getting rid of its 2017 inventory and offering 72 months, 0% interest, and a $1,000 trade allowance with approved credit. If this isn't in your budget, they have over 800 cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from so you can cruise through town in style. If you've been on the fence about buying, now is the time. So go to maxmotors.com while you watch the Wildcats, find a car, and head out to Max Ford tomorrow to get rolling down the road. And stay tuned after the game for our Max Effort Player of the Game.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Harrisonville, Missouri. We're on the campus of Harrisonville Middle School, Memorial Stadium. The Wildcats and the Pirates set to do action. We're about 15 minutes or so away from your opening kickoff. It's your pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. As we say, we're a couple of minutes away from your opening kickoff. The national anthem's getting ready to happen. Just kind of wanted to give you a recap of everything that we've got going on. We're going to go to the national anthem here before long, and then we will come back with keys to the game, the offensive line, the starting lineup, your coin toss, and your opening kickoff. So a lot left to cover here in the next 15 minutes or so, so we hope you will join us and be here for that opening kickoff coming your way in about 15 minutes or so. It is your pregame show right now, brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. We're going to step away for the national anthem, and we will be back after this.
The easiest place to buy a car just got easier. Max Ford of Harrisonville is getting rid of its 2017 inventory and offering 72 months, 0%.
So you're saying you didn't eat this ice cream?
Baby, I swear on my lucky shirt.
Ready for relief? Absolute Health Chiropractic.
So you're saying you didn't eat this ice cream?
Baby, I swear on my lucky shirt.
So you're saying you didn't eat this ice cream?
Baby, I swear on my lucky shirt. I ate it.
Frightening bolt. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Brad Sainer, the Wildcats' most trusted Harrisonville Farmers Insurance agent who's seen it and covered it. Brad Sainer. Visit him in the A-frame on Ready for Relief? Absolute Health Chiropractic's professional friendly staff is trained to get results. Your doctor of chiropractic will analyze the cause of your pain, explain what's causing it, and work with you to get relief. They use effective, tested, proven techniques to relieve your pain and get you back to 100% right away so you can get back to enjoying your life. Absolute Health Chiropractic at 1908 West Mechanic Street in Harrisonville, or call 816-380-2436.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. We're about 10 minutes or so away from your opening kickoff, and you've been listening to the pregame show. Let's dive right into some of the juicy stuff we got here on the pregame show. It's time for your keys to the game. For the keys to your dream home, get a hold of the hometown team, the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty today. Keys to the game for the Wildcats tonight. Key number one, slow down. And what I mean is you got to have long drives, you got to chew up the clock, you got to give your defense a break and keep their offense off the field. Platte County is going to chuck it. They're going to pass. They only have about 200 yards rushing on the season. They got about 800 yards passing. So you know what their MO is. They're going to pass the ball. That gets me to key number 2. Help a brother out. And what I'm talking about is you've got to do a good job. That front 7 of the Wildcats has got to get in the backfield. They have got to force Clarkson to be quick with his throws, to get happy feet, and to get him out of the pocket. He likes to stay in the pocket. He's had good protection the first 3 weeks. So you've got to get him out of the pocket. And doing so, you're going to help a brother out, and you're going to open up that secondary to make better plays. Because the quicker he's got to throw, the less time that secondary has to make a defensive play and to hold on that receiver. If they only got to hold on that receiver 2 or 3 seconds, they're going to be able to make a play quicker. If they got to run around on the field 7 or 8 seconds, there's a chance that the receiver could get open for a wide open play, and you don't want that. So you got to help a brother out. And key number 3, revenge. Harrisonville's got 12 opponents on their schedule this year that they beat last year, and guess what? They all want revenge on the Wildcats. But guess what? The Wildcats are going to try to dish out some revenge this week as well. They got drubbed 49-0 by this Platte County team last season. So you know what? Harrisonville's looking to prove that was a fluke, and they want to prove that they can play on the same field with Platte County, and they want to prove that that 49-0 is not indicative of the Harrisonville Wildcats. So those are my keys to the game, brought to you by Keller Williams Realty, the Hearn Group. For the keys to your dream home, get a hold of your whole hometown team. So we're a couple of minutes away still from your opening kickoff, and we're glad you're joining us on the pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank. So as we talk about it, Cats are going to be coming out on the field here before long, and we will have that. You'll be able to hear that probably in the background as I am sitting here chatting. And let's meet your starting lineup for the Wildcats, the guys up front that get things going. Let's talk about the big 3 on the defensive line today as we talk about both lines. Where's the beef on Harrisonville's offensive and defensive line, and the half-pound Boss Burger at Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, the official burger of the Harrisonville offensive line. The big 3 up front, Christian Cooper at nose guard, defensive tackle, Nick Cruz and Ben Clary on your ends. Those 3 is going to be a big key for them tonight to get in the backfield and force Clarkson into some mistakes. So those are our offensive line. Cats getting ready to come out momentarily. We're waiting the Wildcats to come out on the field. We'll thank all of our great sponsors again for getting us on the air each and every week. We had a great crowd last week as well for the Wildcats. Had a great crowd listening as we had over 700 people view last week's ball game, and in 3 weeks we've had over 1,800 people come on either live or on archive and watch and listen to the ball game. So that is huge. We know that everybody's out there, and all we can tell you is please go see our sponsors, thank them for making sure they get them on the air, and go buy something for them. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back after this. You're listening to High School Football on 4Ts.com.
Ready for relief? Absolute Health Chiropractic's professional-friendly staff is trained to get results. Your doctor of chiropractic will analyze the cause of your pain, explain what's causing it, and work with you to get relief. They use effective, tested, proven techniques to relieve your pain and get you back to 100% right away so you can get back to enjoying your life. Absolute Health Chiropractic at 1908 West Mechanic Street in Harrisonville, or call 816-380-2436.
A bad tire can ruin someone's day in a heartbeat, so don't trust your tires to just anyone. Let William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center get you rolling down the road with safety and peace of mind. With their tire warranty and free rotations, they make sure you're well taken care of. So whether it's a spare or a new set of 4 tires, Young's will get you safely to that next Wildcat away game. Act soon and you may be eligible to up to $100 in rebates with certain hand-cooked tires. Go see William today right across the road from the Garage Burgers and Brew on Commercial.
Need a haircut, highlight, beauty supplies, nails done? Good news, Harrisonville has your one stop to answer all these questions. Salon 114 on the west side of the historic Harrisonville Square is a full-service salon with cuts, colors, curls, conditioners, and nails. There is no reason to make multiple appointments and stops. Just go see Amy and her girls and get it all done at once. Salon 114 is proud to sponsor Wildcat Athletics and the Wildcat Cheerleaders Spirit Spotlight.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Memorial Stadium on the campus at Harrisonville Middle School in Harrisonville, Missouri. Friday Night Lights is upon us. The pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. The talk is over. We're about 4 minutes or so away from your kickoff. The 2-1 Harrisonville Wildcats, the 2-1 Platte County Pirates, set to come your way on 4Ts.com video and audio each and every week, and we're excited to have you. Let's go over tonight's starting lineup. Harrisonville's premier starting lineup for insurance is at Stafford and Stafford Insurance. Call them today at 816-884-4800. For the Wildcats to get in the win column, it's going to take the offense to get rocking and rolling tonight. That offense starting lineup is as follows. At your quarterback will be Ryan Bird. Your two running backs will be Joe Bowers and Wyatt Reynolds. Your flankers are going to be Colby Knowles and Nick McCleve. Tight end Kurt Poisel. And on the line, you will see Lance Schwark, Keegan Rowe, Kalen Johnson, Nick Cruz, and Ben Clary. And also seeing time will be C.J. Caterly, Sam East, and Trevor Campbell. Those are the starters for your Harrisonville Wildcats, brought to you by Harrisonville's premier starting lineup for insurance. That is Stafford and Stafford Insurance. Call them today at 816-884-4800. And as we await the opening kickoff, I want to send some prayers down to South Florida, Central Florida, as Hurricane Irma is on its way down there, and some special people for the Wildcat family that lives down there. Offensive coordinator Tom Meeks' parents live in Belle Glade, who's right in the path of Irma. Janice and David Meeks, we want to send prayers your way for a safe next couple of days, that you guys can stay safe and everything goes smoothly for you guys and no significant damage is caused for you guys. I know you guys love to listen and watch each and every week, so we want to send out prayers your way, and just know the Wildcat community is thinking of you guys down there in Central Florida, and we think of you each and every day, and hopefully everything will go fine for you all. So we got the coin toss on the field right now, as both teams are shaking hands right now. Show Me Auto Mall gives you above average service at below average prices to keep some coin in your wallet, as the officials are talking it over, explaining some of the ground rules out there right now, and we will get the coin toss, let you know who's going to have the ball here in just a couple of seconds. So the talk is over, and it is time for football action. Cats looking for some revenge after that 49-0 loss last season, and they're looking to get back on the winning track after losing down in Pittsburgh, Kansas last Friday night. So we will see what happens. Something's got to give. Both teams lost last Friday night. Platte County to Staley, the Cats to Pittsburgh, Kansas. So we will see what happens here tonight. Is there's a collision course. One of these teams is going to be 500 and have to kind of circle the wagons after this game. We're going to see who it is here momentarily. Your Harrisonville Wildcats are going to be in their black home tops and bottoms with blue up the sides and blue shoulders, blue numbers with a white outline, and the blue helmet. Platte County in their away white tops with the bright orange bottoms, black lid, a flat black matte lid with the chrome PC for Platte County on the side. So that is what we got. And Platte County won the toss. They've deferred, and the Wildcats are going to get the ball first to start rocking and rolling here tonight. So you've been listening to your pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. We appreciate you guys listening to the pregame show. We're ready for some high school football. Cats going to go from left to right. Right to left will be Platte County, and we're just moments away from that opening kick as both teams doing last-minute preparations. We'll keep it right here. Thanks again for joining us for the pregame show. Kickoff coming your way. Kickoff the season with an oil change at Young's Auto Repair. So the Wildcats, we talked about it in the pregame show. They've got to get back on the winning track here, 2-1 on the year. And the big key in this one is going to be slow down that Platte County passing offense. Keep them off the field by getting good drives together if you're the Wildcats offense. So we will see how both teams react here to start things off. It'll be Cats and the Pirates coming your way. Set to kick it away will be Parker Lucina for Platte County. He stands at his own 40-yard line from left to right. He will kick it. Back deep for the Wildcats. It's going to be Wyatt Reynolds and Jasper Davis standing about their own 10-yard line. In pregame, Lucina was kicking them through the uprights from 50+, so we know he's got a leg. Let's see how it rolls here as hardly any wind here as we get ready for kickoff at 7 p.m. on the dot. So we await the kick, and here it is. High end over end kick, going to be through the end zone, and the Cats will start from their own 20-yard line. Ryan Bird and company coming out. You know, Cats moved the ball relatively well at times last week, but the big problem was the turnovers for the Wildcats on 3 critical drives. You take those turnovers away, it's a different ball game. You gotta take care of the ball here tonight if you're the Wildcats offense. You got to protect the ball. The one play that drives me crazy that they've struggled with is that draw option up the middle. Not sure the technical term for it, but where the quarterback can pull the ball away at the last minute. I know Gary will know the technical term because his son ran it for years. So Bird under center, wide receiver left, wide receiver right, split backs in the backfield. Here we go from their own 20. Bird, this time he's going to keep it himself and go nowhere. Tackled in the backfield for a loss right away. Number 5, Michael Smith drops him from his defensive end position. Going to bring up 2nd down and 11. So a loss of a yard as they come off the backside. And it'll bring up 2nd and 11. The Cats cannot afford a bunch of 3-and-outs in this one. So 2nd and 11 coming up, wide receiver to the left, wide receiver right, split backs in the backfield, Bowers to the left, Reynolds to the right. Here comes 2nd down and long. Bird this time he's going to keep it himself, and he gets a couple of yards and then is driven down hard after the hit by Dakota Schmidt. Got a gain of a couple. Going to bring up a 3rd and 9. Not where the Cats want to be early on. So 3rd and 9 coming up on this first series of the game for the Cats. A read option up the middle is what we were talking about. The quarterback will hold on to the ball till the last second, either pull out or let the running back go with it. And when that pulls back out is when they've had the trouble. So 3rd and 9 coming up, 2 wide receivers out near side, and Bird keeps it himself again, nowhere to go. And it's going to be 4th down for the Cats. So 3 straight carries by Ryan Bird there and nothing doing, and it brings up a 4th down. We'll see how this progresses as the game goes on, but I almost feel like maybe Bird a little gun shy for that pitch or to do that read option up the middle because they've had troubles with it. So Bird stands at his own 10-yard line to punt this one away. And standing back to return this one, Kobe Cummings from about his own 45. He does get the kickoff and the fair catch called for right at midfield. And it'll be 1st and 10. And we have a penalty on the play here. See what that's going to be called here on 4th down and 9. Holding on Platte County. And if that's the case, this could be a 1st down, and the Cats could end up getting a huge break here on this one. It'll be a 1st down instead of another punt here. So we'll see as the officials are talking it over here. Could be it depends on the variety. Usually a hold on the defense could be a 5-yard variety. But we'll see what they're going to say here. And Bowers over to talk to the head official to see what the situation is going to bring here. And they're going to try to sort it out. Right now it stands that Platte County has the ball at the midfield stripe. And we await word here.
Hold it. On the return team. Doing a loose ball. It will be a 1st and 10 from the previous spot, resulting in a first down.
So the Wildcats get a first down, and something I'm going to love is having the official mic'd up, as you could hear that probably in the background, the official giving the first down to the Cats up to the 31-yard line. So nothing doing for the Wildcat offense on that first 3 plays, and they get another set here with 10:38 to go in the first quarter, no score. So we'll have Davis and McCleve flanked out here to the near sideline. Under center will be Bird. He'll have split backs in the backfield. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. And now Bird looking to pass. He's going to throw it out in the flats. He has his man Reynolds out of the backfield up to the 38-yard line, and he's wrapped up here on the near sideline. Dakota Schmidt with the tackle up to about the 39-yard line. Brings up a 2nd down and 2, so an 8-yard pass for the Cats right there. Out of the backfield to Wyatt Reynolds. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, Bird under center, split backs with him in the backfield. And here we go, Bird on 2nd down, and Bowers tries to leap over the line of scrimmage, got about a yard, and that's going to be it. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and short for the Cats. So a 3rd down and short coming up for the Cats, up at about the 40.5-yard line, not quite a first down, so 3rd down and short coming up. Cats all the way up to the line now. Knowles flanked out to the left side, McCleve to the near side. Bird up under center, split backs. Bowers and Reynolds in the backfield. This time they're going to give it through to Reynolds, and he's going to barrel forward for a gain of about 2 or 3, and it brings it up to the 42-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Cats. You know, and what I talked about in the pregame show, I said slow down. You got to have slow, methodical drives. Take your time getting up to the line of scrimmage. Don't snap it quick. You know, leave their defense on the field. Keep their offense on the field. That first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's Maytag first when you think home appliances. Wide receiver flanked out left side, split backs in the backfield in tight on the right. And they're going to go right up the middle, nowhere to go out of the run. That was for Bowers. He got about a half yard, maybe give him a yard, up to about the 43. But when we talked about slowing it down, you have to have long possessions, you know, drawn out. You'll take 3-4 yards at a time. That'll get you first downs every 3 downs. You can't have these short yardage situations, though. That was a first down run of about a half a yard.
Officials put them all the 43-yard line.
So we will see 2nd down and long for the Cats. Wide receiver out to the right side, split backs in the backfield. Bird, here's the snap. He's going to try to run around the end and now cuts up field. And again, going to be tackled 28, Dakota Schmidt, the middle linebacker, after a gain of about 3. Going to bring him up to the 46-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 6 or 7 here. Cats have been kind of straightforward here so far, running right to their lanes and not having any mix-ups or not having any misdirections. Right here, maybe a chance for a misdirection on a 3rd and 6 or 7, try to catch them sleeping on some type of a counter action. 2 wide receivers set to the left, split backs in the backfield. Under center is Bird, and Bird's going to look to throw. He throws it out in the flats, has his man for a first down, Jasper Davis. Huge first down into Platte County territory, down to the Platte County 43-yard line. So it brings up a 1st and 10 into Platte County territory, down to the 43-yard line. And again, Cats moving the chains. That's what they're wanting to do here. So wide receiver to your left, wide receiver to your right, split backs in the backfield. Bird under center. And here we go. This time Bowers, he's going to try to cut to the outside. Now cuts back in. Found a little bit of a seam, about 4 yards. You'll take it down to the 39-yard line. What I liked out of Joe right there, he cut it back and found that hole. Joe, early in the season when he struggled in a couple of those games, he was trying to bounce everything and keep going to the outside, keep going to the outside. That time he cut it back up, found him 4 yards. Coach Meek's going to take 4 yards each and every time as the offensive coordinator because that keeps the chains moving. This time Cats are going to have 2 wide receivers set out to the left side, split backs in the backfield, second down and about 6 coming up for the Cats from inside the 40 of Platte County. And here we go, Bird pitches it back to Reynolds. Reynolds outside, tries to run outside, and he's gonna get drugged down from behind. A couple of different in on that Nothan Sale and Hunter Tungate. Gonna bring up 3rd down and about 5 for the Cats.
3rd down and 5. Officials put on the ball at the 38-yard line.
The ball down to the 38-yard line. 6:50 to go here in this first quarter. So that holding on 4th down was huge for Platte County. It kept the Cats' offense on the field, and they've been able to muster some offense. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Split backs in the backfield. 2 wide receivers set to the near side, right side. And here we go, Bird. He's going to look out that way. Throws it out in the flats. Ball tipped up and incomplete. And it'll bring up 4th down at the 38-yard line.
The senior defensive lineman, so knocked down. He got his call at the line of scrimmage.
So with it at the 38-yard line, do you go with a chance of a short field for Platte County, or do you try to punt it away here? We will see what the Cats are going to do. With it at the 38, I think the Cats are just going to be content to go for it here on 4th down. No, it looks like Bird is back.
Number 6, Ryan Bird to punt. Number 7, Kobe Cummings to receive.
So Cummings stands at his own 10-yard line as Bird set to punt this one away. Bird's been pretty good at those angling punts into the corners of inside the 10-yard line. He's going to try to knock one down in the coffin corner here, see what he can do, and he's a little rugby-style kick. Floats it down inside the 10, but not real good. We'll see where they run back to. They're going to mark it at the 16, so he did get it inside the 20. Well, now he walks it off, and, well, he keeps on walking. And he's going to mark it at the 21. So he initially showed it about the 16, not sure what that was, and now it's going to be at the 21. So the Cats' defense takes the field against this high-powered Platte County offense led by quarterback Tanner Clarkson. Richardson and Watts, their wide receivers, 23 and 11. Those are the 2 you're going to want to watch here tonight. Richardson with 6 touchdowns on the year, flanked way out to the right side, out to the left side is Watts. Shotgun formation for Clarkson, spread out 2 wide receivers to both sides. And this time they're going to run it right up the middle, couple of yards and nothing more. The defensive line collapses on Platte County. Running back right there, right up the middle. Adele Freitech up the middle, brings up 2nd down at about 5, gain of about 5. 2 wide receivers left, 2 wide receivers to the right. And again, they're going to go up the middle with it. And a wide open running lane for Freitech, gets it up to the 35-yard line. So a quick 1st down on 2 straight runs. We just talked about it. They don't run the ball much, and here we go. First 2 plays of the game, they're going to run it, and they get a 1st down.
Substitutes come in.
And Cats probably playing a little bit off the ball, knowing that the pass is going to come. 3 wide receivers, trips out to your left side, 1 to your right. Running back next to Cummings in the backfield, Clarkson. And Clarkson is going to throw it over the middle. Has his man cutting across the field, and he cut back from a 1st down. That was caught by Dylan Gilbert up at about the 43-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down and a pair. And watching them warm up, they're going to run a lot of these crossing routes, try to cause some confusion, and then try to burn you deep with a long ball. 2 wide receivers right, 2 wide receivers left. Here they go in the shotgun up the middle. They're going to go for a 1st down up to about the 45-yard line. Gavin Hardman gets a 1st down up to about the 45 with 5:08 to go here in the first quarter. We still have no score. Cats got several 1st downs on that first drive to move the sticks and put Platte County on the other side of the field. Now Platte County trying to move it. They're at their own 45 here. 2 wide receivers left, 2 your right. Shotgun formation. Clarkson in the backfield out of the shotgun. He throws it in the flats and dropped right by Dylan Gilbert, right about midfield. In and out of the hands, going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. Clock will stop with 4:53 to go here in the first quarter of play.
Back to the line they'll go. To the 45, action here on the near side. That's where the senior, Tanner Clarkson, takes
so 2 wide receivers to your left, 2 to your right. Shotgun formation. Freitag in the backfield with Clarkson. And they're going to go in motion and look for the guy out in the flats. No, they're going to throw it near side for Watts. And Watts is wrapped up and taken down immediately. Good coverage here on the near sideline.
His first reception, the senior wide receiver for the Pirates. Grabbed up here on the near side by the senior defensive lineman. That's Jake Robbins, number 79.
It's number 79 on the tackle. They said Jake Robbins.
Officials foot of the ball, the 47.
But not real sure who that was. It'll be 3rd and about 8 for Platte County. 3 wide receivers set. Out to your left, 1 to your right. Oh, and now looking to pass, nowhere to go, and Clarkson goes down in a heap. Wildcat defense gets there. Nick Cruz along with the other 2 defensive linemen for the Cats, Cooper and Cruz and Clary. So Platte County going to have to punt it away. Lacina is in the backfield from his own 30. Bowers and Davis back to return this one for the Cats. And here we go. End over end kick. And the Cats are going to get away from it. No, picked up at about the 15. Spins out of a tackle. Davis, he's up to the 25-yard line from the 15. He likes that spin move, and he was able to make something out of nothing. I'll tell you, that's one of those plays as a coach, though, on the sideline. You're like, get away from the ball. Last second, he decided to go with it. And I'll tell you what, Davis has been a playmaker for the Wildcats on special teams this year. He's had a couple of big returns. He was our max effort player of the game week 2 against Savannah. He had 2 huge returns in that game and a big reception as well. So he's a playmaker, and you can see Coach Meeks starting to get him more involved in the offense as well. 3:33 to go here in first quarter. Cats take over from their own 25. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. Officials timeout on the field now. And not sure what they're going to do here, as I didn't see a signal for either team. So the mandatory water break with 3:33 to go here in the first quarter. So if you're the Cats, you got to be confident you were able to slow them down on the offensive side of the ball. When they had the ball, defense looked good, gave up a first down, got it past midfield, but then they were able to lock down defensively and get the stop they needed. Good push by that front 3 up front. We talked about it. Pregame show, keys to the game, help a brother out. Well, the big 3 up front did a good job of helping a brother out. 6 minutes and 24 seconds of possession the Cats had. And now Platte County with a couple incompletions, they've already given the ball back to the Wildcats with 3:33 to go here in the first quarter. And we talked about it, and I talked to Coach Meeks before the game, and I said, you know, one of my keys is you guys got to slow it down 3-4 yards at a time, keep their offense off the field. And he goes, I think you may have been at practice this week. Actually, I was Tuesday, but I wasn't paying attention to what they were doing. I was just stating I thought that was something they needed to do. So it'll be Cats ball, their own 25, wide receiver left, wide receiver to the right. Split backs in the backfield. Bird looking to throw. He throws it complete on the far side up to about the 32-yard line.
Number 12 making his first reception tonight. That's the senior wide receiver, Nick Laughlin, for the Cats.
So Laughlin on the catch up to about the 31-yard line. So Nick Laughlin in and gets a reception for about 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 to go. Davis flanked out to the near side. Laughlin out to the far side, left side. Split backs, Bird under center. 2nd down and 5. Up the middle they go. Good run by Bowers up the middle. Initial contact doesn't bring him down, and he pushes it all the way up close to the 35-yard line. Defensive end, Michael Smith with the tackle, brings up a 3rd down and about a half a yard. We're going to call it, no, they're going to call it a first down. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Cats. So that first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's Maytag first when you think home appliances. Cats at the line, ready to go. 2 wide receiver set to the near side. Split backs in the backfield, and Bird going to keep it himself, and he finds some running room and runs right into his lineman, but enough for a first down up to the 45-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they're going to mark him just short of the 45. So it'll bring up second down and short for the Cats. 2:27 to go here in the first quarter. And the Cats bring the ball up to the 44-yard line, just not quite to midfield.
Are the Cats. And here they go once again.
2 wide receivers set to the right side. Bird under center. And here we go. Bird going to hand right. Reynolds, no, he keeps it himself. Again, he got the first down and a couple of more. Wrapped up by a couple of different Kobe Cummings, as well as number 2. So Jackson Fawn, the other one in on that one. Brings up a 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. So here we go. Own 48-yard line. Wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right. Split backs. That first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. Bird gets a snap, he looks to throw. He's going to chuck it downfield, goes back, gets his man down at the 30, and he's drugged down. Colby Knowles inside the 30, and that's going to be pass interference on Platte County, I would imagine, and it will probably be declined. We will see here. It was 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Right now it stands as a 23-yard reception. It will be a 23-yard reception for the Wildcats from Ryan Bird to Colby Knowles. And the Cats have it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And that's another Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center first down. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. So first down, ball up to the 29-yard line. Cat's going to go with 2 wide receivers to the near side, right side, and the split backs in the backfield. Ball to 29-yard line. 1:37 to go here in the first quarter, and still no score. Cat's second drive of the ball game. And right up the middle they go with Bowers. Bowers is going to get a couple, and we'll see where they mark him. Looks like he's going to get up to about the 26. Should say down to the 26-yard line. Not quite. They're going to give him 2. So the clock will roll here. Laughlin going to check in as Trevor Campbell checks out, and Jasper Davis as well. 2 wide receivers set to the near sideline. Split backs in the backfield. Laughlin and Knowles out to the near side. And Bird going to pitch it back to Bowers, and Bowers cuts back, found a running lane inside the 20, down to about the 15, tripped up by Kobe Cummings at about the 15-yard line. 11, 12-yard gain by Joe Bowers, and it gets the Cats into the red zone, and another Wildcat first down. First downs brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. I'm going to tell you, after these first couple of drives, everybody going to be thinking Troby's first. That's where we thought. We went and got a new washer and dryer about a month ago. Erlene and her staff hooked us up. Split backs in the backfield. 2 wide receivers near or to the far side, left side. Bird under center from the 15 in the red zone. Reynolds tries to cut back, should have stayed, and now the ball on the turf. Thought he would have been down way up there, but I guess they're going to say it was a fumble. The officials are going to talk it over here.
Number 7, Kobe Cummings recovered if he wasn't ruled down, and that's what they'll confer about.
So they're going to talk it over. I think Coach is confident that they're going to say he was down. And, you know, it's almost a flip-flop of the 2 running backs from the first home game. You know, we talked about Bowers struggled. Oh, they are going to give the ball to Platte County. Bowers struggled to find those holes in that first home game, and tonight it's kind of Reynolds. He had a way to cut back right there and instead got knocked down, and it'll be the ball at the 28. Platte County going to take over, so the Cats put it on the turf with just 20 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. 3 wide receivers set to the left side, 1 to the right, and they're going to run it up the middle and a couple of yards up to the 31-yard line. Freitag with it. Going to be second down coming up. The ball gets up to about the 31-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 7. No huddle for Platte County here. Now we got a whistle and a timeout, and that'll end the first quarter. So your score at the end of 1-0. Cats did their job, just couldn't get in the end zone. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're listening to High School Football, 4Ts.com.
What is the number one thing people look for when buying a used car? Trust. If you can't trust the person you buy your vehicle from, you can end up with a lemon. Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's trusted name for used cars since 1984. That's over 30 years in business, earning your trust and giving you confidence that he will be around for your family for years to come. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, think about the used car dealer that has been around longer than any other. Holland Auto Sales on Commercial, just past.
Welcome back. Your score at the end of 1-0. Both teams have had 2 possessions. I should say the Cats had 2 possessions. Platte County had 1 and a play, and that was it. 2nd down and 7 coming up for Platte County from their own 31-yard line. Trying to fix the official's mic, as at the end it kind of screeches. But other than that, it's been great to have, as you know what's going on.
2nd down and 7. There's senior quarterback Tanner Clarkson.
So 2nd down and 7 coming up for Platte County. 2 wide receivers set to your left side, 2 to the right side, near side. Running back in the backfield. Looks like Cummings back there with Clarkson in the shotgun.
Here we go.
So we await 2nd down and 7 coming up. And they're going to give it to Cummings, and he's going to have a run up to the 40 and then be drugged down by a whole host of Wildcats up to about the 40-yard line. The defensive back, Cummings, on the offensive side. He had a couple of rushes before coming in this game. He had 4 carries, 45 yards, big hitter, 11 yards a carry average on the year. And now this time looks like they're going to go with an empty backfield. 3 wide receivers out to your left, 2 to your right. Shotgun for Clarkson. And Cats see if they can get some pressure, and they do. Right up the middle for Clarkson. He's able to get a couple of yards, but drugged down by Cruz and Cooper. Brings up 2nd down and 6. And that's key for the Cats. You got to get that inside pressure and force Clarkson to be uncomfortable in that secondary. 2 wide receivers to your left, 2 to your right. Cummings flanking the right side of Clarkson in the backfield. And out of the shotgun, they're going to fake it. They're going to throw it out into the near flats. Caught by Gilbert, and Gilbert's going to be forced out after a 1st down. Up past midfield into Cat territory. Down to the Cat 47-yard line. It's going to bring up a 1st and 10, but there is a flag on the play. So we'll see what it is called here. Wait from the official. And it'll be an eligible man downfield. So that'll be, is that a 5-yard? I believe that's a 5-yard penalty. That will push him back. It'll bring up 2nd down and 11 from their own 39. So big 1st down for them, and now it takes them back.
Offense, 5-yard penalty to the previous spot. Replay 2nd.
So they did get the mic fixed there, and it was a 5-yard penalty back to their own 39-yard line. 2nd and 11 coming up. So the clock will roll with 11 minutes to go here the first half. Platte County now going left to right. 3 wide receivers to your left, 1 to your right. Cummings next to Clarkson in the backfield out of that shotgun. And Clarkson looking to throw and runs right into trouble, but able to get up to the initial 1st down. Good. That was a good corner blitz right there drawn up by the Wildcats. It was a late blitz from Nick Laughlin. Got his hands in there, couldn't get it wrapped up, but able to cause enough disruption for the defensive line to take care of it. Brings up 3rd down and 10. Cats getting that pressure. They want up the middle. So no score, 10:22 to go here, 2nd quarter. 3 Pirates to your left, 1 to your right, shotgun formation, and rolling out that way to the left side into the flats, caught for a first down. No, they're going to say he was out of bounds, so to bring up 4th down in about a yard. That was Dylan Gilbert again. He's been the go-to guy here in this first half of play, and it looks like they're going to be content to punt it away here. Parker Lucina to punt it away.
Punt formation will be shown.
Punt coverage brought to you by Farmers Insurance. Brad Sainer. They've seen it, they've covered it. All kinds of different crazy things. Farmers will have you covered. Brad Sainer, Farmers Insurance in the A-frame across from Kasich. And we got a timeout on 4th and 1. I think Coach just wants to talk it over and just kind of quit. It'll probably be a quick timeout here, so we'll keep it right here with you. But what I think he's wanting to tell his guys is you got to watch for maybe the up guy getting the snap and running right up the middle for a first down with it being around midfield. You don't want to give up a big play early in the ball game on special teams. A lot of times games come down to special teams, so the Cats are talking it over. So here we go as the Cats come back out onto the field. The difference, though, with the first couple of weeks, Lucina is not a quarterback. He is their kicker-punter. A lot of the first 3 weeks, the quarterback for the opposing team has also been the punter, and that's different here tonight. But you got to watch that up man here, see if he may want to take it. No, they're going to punt it away. And in high spiraling kick, it is going to roll out of bounds at the 19. As it was a spiraling, and it hit the ground at the 19 and spun right out of bounds. It'll be Cats ball from their own 19-yard line to start this drive, their first drive of the second quarter. From their own 19, going right to left. So Platte County had an 8-play drive there. Oh, sorry, Platte County had a 5-play drive. They've had 12 plays total and about 4 to 5 minutes of clock possession. So 10:02 to go here in the first half. Cats going to go with 2 wide receivers to the left side. Bird is under center, split backs in the backfield, Reynolds and Bowers. And Bird, he's going to hand it off. No, keeps himself, now pitches it back and puts the ball on the turf. And Reynolds tries to come up with it. And no, it's a fumble and a turnover. Number 28, Dakota Schmidt. So the second turnover by the Wildcats, and this one, no, they're going to say he was down on the ground. Wow. So Cats maintain possession. Cats maintain possession, and the Cats dodge a bullet right there. It'll be 2nd down and 15 coming up for the Cats. And this is where you hope it doesn't start creeping back in the Cats' head. They lost 10 turnovers last year to Platte County. They don't want to start thinking, oh man, that could have been the second turnover, and you start feeling like the game could switch momentum. Instead, the Cats keep it.
2nd down, 13. Bird under center. Action
It'll be Bird under center. Split backs in the backfield, 2 wide receivers out to your right side. Bird has it, and this time looks to throw. He's got a man downfield, and it is Davis to midfield. He breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet, inside the 40, and now the ball goes down and out, and it's a first down for Platte County as they strip the ball. Hunter Tongate just took it away from Davis. You love the hustle, the determination and grit by Davis right there, but it cost him in the long run as he turns it over on that one. But it works kind of like a long punt, so that's a good thing for you. It'll be Platte County ball at their own 39-yard line. So 9:02 to go here in the first half. Still no score. And Platte County will have the ball from their own 39-yard line. Our chain gang is a little bit.
White, 15-yard penalty for the end of the run. First down.
Oh, Platte County gets a personal foul tacked on from the end of the play. and this will push them backwards even farther after they got to mark off 15. This will put them back at their own 24, so it really did kind of work as a long punt for the Wildcats as they were deep in their own territory at their own 15. And now the field position goes to Platte County at their own 24-yard line.
Goes back to the 24-yard line. The 1st and 10 for the Pirates offensive unit. Action took place on the near side. 9:02 left to play.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 from the 24. Platte County going to go with an empty backfield here. 3 wide receivers out to the left side, 2 to the right.
That's where the senior quarterback takes his squad back out in the ball game.
Clarkson in the backfield, all alone in the shotgun formation.
As the officials confer across the field.
Conferring with Coach Utz on the far sideline there, and I think he was just kind of wanting to know what exactly the play was called or what they were calling. Maybe on the sideline or too many people out on the field. 3 wide receivers set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Clarkson in the shotgun. He's going to throw a quick out for Cummings, and Cummings is going to be drugged down after a gain of about 3 by Joe Bowers. And Bowers comes up a little gingerly, going to bring up 2nd down and about 6. And Platte County ready to go right back at it here. Now shotgun with a running back in the backfield, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. This time they're going to hand off, nowhere to go, right up the middle. Lowering the boom, 54. Nick Cruz eats that one up, and it'll be a loss of a couple, and it brings up 3rd down and long. Nick Cruz in the backfield. That could be a spine tingler at the end of this night, as that was a good one. Brought to you by Absolute Health Chiropractic. 3 wide receivers out near side. They're going to throw it out and incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. And Clarkson kind of threw his hands up in the air and then down as to say that you should have caught that, Mr. Gilbert, but that was thrown about 3 yards behind him, or he could just be frustrated with himself as well. Nevertheless, it's a 4th down coming up. 4th and about 7 from their own 26. So the fumble does not hurt the Cats, as it kind of works as a punt for them, and it could spin the field position a little bit for them. Cena punts it away, high end over end kick taken from the 25 by Laughlin, makes the first guy miss up to the 30. He's got some running room to the 35, up to the 37, and it'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Cats at their own 37, and there is a Platte County Pirate on the ground. Not sure what happened there, as we have an injured player. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout, maybe more, depending on what happened. You're listening and watching highschoolfootball4ts.com.
Harrisonville Wildcats postgame headquarters, forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, is open late to feed your hunger after every Wildcat win, home or away. No matter if it's appetizers to dissect the game or a full meal to celebrate, Forged by Fire is your stop. Try some fried pickles or wings, fill up on the half-pound Boss Burger, or go all out with a hand-cut, made-to-order 16-ounce Kansas City strip. After tonight's game, go to the Harrisonville's premier sit-down restaurant, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, in the Price Chopper Shopping Center.
He's still on the ground, right? As soon as I say that, it'll pop it up. Okay, they are. Welcome back. That was Kobe Cummings that was down on the turf. I thought that was who it was, but I don't like to speculate on what the number is. I wait till they get up, and he is off under his own power. Not sure what happened there, but the way he was laying on the ground, I'm going to say he probably got hit in the lower stomach. And any men out there may know exactly what we're talking about right there. It'll be Cats ball from their own 37. Split backs in the backfield, wide receiver out left side. Bird under center. Bird takes the snap, and this time he's going to keep it himself. Cut back up to the 40, on his feet, into the secondary, and tripped up last second. Looked like he was going to be gone.
The quarterback, number 24, Jacob Host, the senior defensive back.
So just by the shoestrings,
9-yard gain on the play.
They knocked down Bird, but it'll bring up 2nd and a yard. I'll tell you what, there was nobody after that contact there. Bird would have had an open run to the house. and it brings up second and a yard. Wide receiver to your left again. Cats in tight on the line, split backs, and this time Bowers tries to dive forward, going to be close to a first down. Initial contact was at about the 45, but he was able to dive forward and give him a first down. Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center, first down. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. First and 10 from their own 47. Wide receiver flanked out to the right side, split backs in the backfield. Bird stands under center at his own 47-yard line, gets the snap, and a whistle and a flag. False start on the Cats will push them back 5 yards. So they were getting close to midfield, and this will push them back 5 yards. So the initial signal from the official is a 5-yard penalty. And here we go with the official word.
False start, offense. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains first down.
So it'll be first and 10 from their own 42-yard line now.
Movement on the line against the Cats. So first and 15 with 6:53.
So first and 15 to go.
Again, go to the line.
From their own 42. Cats going to go with two wide receivers. Davis and Laughlin out to the right side. Split backs in the backfield with Bird under center. And Bird going to give it through to Reynolds. And Reynolds is going to get a couple, and that's about it. And it'll bring up second down and 14. And you know, we're going to have to see, Reynolds has not had a lot of adversity yet this year. He's been over 100 yards all three of his games so far. Platte County maybe keying on him a little bit to get the ball, whereas he has got 4 carries for -2 yards so far in the ball game. Only a run of -6 too. So we'll see. Second down and 14 coming up. Wide receiver near side, left side, split backs. Bird looking to pass. He's got Davis down the field. Davis comes back and gets it inside the 20, spins out of a tackle to the 15, still on his feet, and it's another Wildcat first down by Jasper Davis, and they're going to add on with a face mask penalty, and they're going to be in business.
Here comes the call.
41-yard completion from Bird to Davis. And it'll be 98 yards now for Jasper Davis in the ball game on 3 receptions.
Face mask, defense, 5-yard penalty, added to the end of the run, first down.
So it'll be a first down to the 11-yard line for the Cats. So Jasper Davis having a big first half. Cats doing a good job. Bird hitting his targets, and the Cats throwing the ball down the field. 5:47 to go here, first half. First down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. So ball down to the 11, first and 10 for the Cats. 5:45 to go here in the first half. And Bird has it, and this time is he going to cut it back? He pitches it back to Bowers inside the 10, into the end zone, untouched. 11-yard touchdown, Wildcats. And the Cats lead it 6-0 on that 11-yard run by Joe Bowers. Now this has been the tricky situation for the Wildcats this year, is the extra points. See how the Cats have worked on this. And we talked about it, me and Gary had talked about it in timeouts, is that he goes, I can see the situation that's happening is Sassonis is not running until the ball is put down on the turf. And in that case, they're already having enough time to come in and block it. He's got to have a timing play where Bowers is putting it down and Sassonis is kicking it through. And here's the kick. It is up and no good. Kicked into the line of scrimmage, and that will fail. It'll be 6-0. Cats with the lead, though. So 5:32 to go here first half. Cats lead 6-0. We'll be right back after this.
Why spend hours and hours scouring the internet looking for the best insurance prices when Stafford & Stafford Insurance can do it for you? They have over 40 employees and agents working for you and your family to match you with the right insurances to have you covered. No matter if it's auto, business, health, life, or home insurance, they will match you with what best fits you and your budget. So stop working so hard and work smart. Give Stafford & Stafford Insurance a call at 816-884-4800 and take the work out of insurance.
Free donuts. Yep, that's right. Fuel up at Sapp Brothers Truck Stop and get a free donut. If donuts are not your thing, wait, what someone doesn't like donuts? Anyway, they do have a full menu of lattes, hot and iced coffees for that caffeine jolt you may need in the early mornings, afternoon pick-me-ups, or late-night work. Bring the kids 12 and under in on Thursdays from 3 to 5 for the Build Your Donut Night. At Dunkin' Donuts, located inside the new Sapp Brothers Truck Stop on the Highway 7 exit, there's a little something for the whole family and convenience to boot with a drive-thru and open 24 hours.
Welcome back. Your score 6-0 Cats. 11-yard touchdown run after the big play from Bird to Davis. And the Cats on the board 6-0. High end over end kick going to be taken by Platte County at their own 5 to the 10, up to the 20, near sideline to the 30, and tripped up at about the 32. Looked like he ran into the back of one of his own defenders, Fawn, and fell down. So it'll be Platte County ball at their own 33-yard line with 5:22 to go here in this first half.
So first and 10.
So first and 10 coming up from their own 33-yard line. Cats defense has not been on the field a ton in this first half.
No flag on the play.
They have done a great job. 3 yards, 22 yards, and 21 yards total on those 3 drives, and only little over 5 minutes of possession, and we're almost 2/3 of the way done in the first half. Empty backfield for Clarkson. He's going to throw a little quick hitch. He's got his man up to the 45-yard line, Gilbert. An 11-yard gain for a first down for Platte County, and they're going to go quick here, and they're set and ready to roll. Again, empty backfield, 3 wide receivers out to the sideline, and coach going to call a timeout. I like the timeout there by Harrisonville. What he's doing there, he's trying to slow it down and tell his guys, okay, look, they're going to go no huddle here, so we got to watch what they're doing. You got to get to the line and get ready for your next play. That's all he's doing. He's just calming them down. He can't call a timeout every single first down because you only get 3 a half. But what he wanted to, he saw that, and he saw his team kind of panic a little bit after that first down as they were ready to rock and roll. And he was telling his people, guys, just calm down and relax. 195 yards for the Wildcats so far here in the ball game. Only 50 for Platte County so far, around 50. Again, an empty backfield for Platte County. Clarkson has 2 wide receivers to his left, 3 to his right, as we are back and ready to rock and roll. There you go, Clarkson, another quick hitch, and throws behind his receiver. And this is working perfectly so far into the Wildcats' hands. They're forcing Platte County into quick throws when they're not ready for those quick throws because they've been getting pressure from that front 3. We'll see if it continues throughout the game. 3 wide receivers again, right side, 2 to the left. And now forced out of the pocket, Clarkson, and he's going to chuck it over the middle. Incomplete. Good defense by the Wildcats. Jasper Davis and Joe Bowers. And I'm going to tell you right now, we could have our first repeat max effort player of the game, as I'll tell you what, Jasper Davis is showing out so far here in the first half on offense and defense. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Pirates of Platte County. Clarkson looks to the sideline. 2 wide receivers set to your left, 3 to the right side. 3rd and 10 coming up for Clarkson from his own 44. And here we go on 3rd down. And again, Clarkson chased out of the pocket, and he's going to throw it over on the sideline. Has his man for a first down. Tackled on the near sideline.
Here on the near side, number 14, that's Kyle Arnold making his First reception tonight, the senior
Kyle
wide receiver.
Arnold with the reception for a first down up to about the Cats side of the field now. And there is a flag on the play, and that's illegal man downfield again. Another 5-yard penalty, so a first down negated for Platte County, and it's going to put them back at about their own 39-yard line. And, you know, this could be a situation, there's only a 3-man front for the Wildcats. So a lot of those linemen not having somebody to block, they just kind of wander downfield a little bit too far, and that causes a situation of a man downfield. And that happened again. That's the second time here tonight that's happened to Platte County. It'll be 3rd down and 15 now for the Pirates.
3rd down and 15.
Clarkson going to be in the shotgun. He's going to have flank to his left side. Adele Freitag, 2 wide receivers to his left, 2 to his right. And here goes Clarkson. And the Cats go over the middle, incomplete. That was intended for Watts. And it'll be 4th down. And I'll tell you what, they run a lot over the middle, and the Cats are not afraid to lower the boom on that. That's on the Platte County other receivers to yell out crackback, because that other defender's coming across the field hitting, and wide receivers get hung out to dry like that. They get unhappy real quick. But another thing that does is they start getting those alligator arms on those crossing patterns, knowing that there's footsteps out there. They don't want to reach their hands out and try to grab those, because Harrisonville's coming with some hits. Lucina back to kick this one. Coverage on this punt brought to you by Farmers Insurance. Brad Sainer, he's been there, covered that. Go see Brad today. And the Cats are going to stay away from it. It's going to roll inside the 20, and it's going to roll down to about the 10-yard line. About 4:26 to go here in the first half. Cats with a 6-0 lead and the football. Platte County will get the ball after the half. So Cats would like a nice 4-minute, 26-second drive here to run the clock and get a score before the half. Bird brings his team out from the sideline. The Cats are going to go with a near side wide receiver on the left side, wide receiver to the right. Bird under center with Reynolds and Bowers in the backfield. And this time they're going to go right up the middle. Bird into some open space, up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They're going to say the 21, so a 10-yard gain for Ryan Bird. So another Wildcat first down with 4:18 to go here in the first half. Cats offense looking like a different offense. First down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. So now we got a whistle, 4:05 to go. Now they're going to start the play clock here. And this is where you're the Cats, you know, just walk up to the line of scrimmage. You got 17 seconds. Get Platte County a little antsy, maybe get them back on their heels as they're waiting for a snap. And here we go up the middle, no pitch back to Bowers. Good cutback by Bowers to the 20, up past the 25-yard line. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 6, 4-yard run by Joe Bowers. Love the reads by Bowers tonight. You know, I was a little critical of him a couple of weeks ago against Savannah, just because you could see the holes from up here, and he was trying to bounce to the outside. Tonight, he's finding that cutback spot where he needs to go and get his yardage. Again, another 4 yards, and I said it. Coach Meeks is going to take 4 yards all night long, because it keeps Platte County off the field, and it keeps their defense on the field, and it keeps his offense moving. 3:05 to go here in the first half. And Bird this time going to go the opposite way to the near side, looks to pitch, and Bird busted play.
Ryan Bird on the busted play.
If Ryan would have turned that upfield, he could have had a first down. So not sure who was supposed to follow him there, but brings up now 3rd down and 7. So a rare miscue so far in this ball game by the Wildcat offense on these running plays. They've had a couple of turnovers, but they have not hurt them in the game. Miscue-wise on assignments, that's the first time we've seen it. 2:28 and counting in the first half. Cats lead 6-0. Wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right, split backs in the backfield. Bird comes under center from his own 24-yard line. And here we go, Bird going to give it the second guy through. No, he's going to chase out of the pocket. He's going to try to get rid of it and throws it to the sideline, and that's going to be intentional grounding on Bird as he could not get it out of bounds and past the line of scrimmage. So with 2:06 to go, that'll be a loss of down, and it'll be good field position for Platte County with under 2 minutes to go. It's 2:06 right now, so when they get the ball back, it'll be about under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. And not the way the Cats offense wanted to finish that series. Now Platte County can spin this around. They get the ball at half. If they can score before the half, they can make it a 7-6 ball game and get the ball and then try to get the two possession lead into the second half. So it's 4th down and just outside of Archie for the Wildcats, as they're at their own 5-yard line. Original line of scrimmage is a 21. So 4th down and 26 for the Cats. Bird going to have to punt this one away. And we have a whistle and a timeout.
Timeout. Harrisonville.
So we got a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Cats up 6-0, have to punt on 4th down coming up.
Harrisonville's newest paper is your best place for area news and coverage of Harrisonville sports. Dedicated to giving you the stories that are at the heart of the community and business profiles so you can get to know local businesses, they are becoming Harrisonville's go-to news source. With distribution at several local businesses and with subscriptions available, get your hands on Harrisonville's hottest commodity, a copy of the Harrisonville Star, today.
All right, 2:05 to go here first half. Cats lead 6-0 in this one. Couple of back-to-back bad plays by the Wildcat offense. They got the initial first down, but then a busted play by Bird, and then on 3rd down tried to throw it away, but could not get it back to the line of scrimmage, so it was a situation where he got an intentional grounding. Now he stands back in his own end zone. This is where you got to have the good snap if you're the Cats, because if not, Bird just needs to kick it out of the back of the end zone for the safety. 2:05 to go here in the first half as we await the snap. Bird has been good at that rugby-style kick. He's got some good bounces at a 72-yard punt last week. He needs about an 85-yarder here this time, and he gets it away. High end over in kick taken about the 35-yard line by Cummings. So short field, it'll be at the 33-yard line.
Number 7, Kobe Cummings. So after all that, it's 1st and 10, Platte County's ball.
So Platte County has it in Wildcat territory at the Wildcat 33-yard line. 6-0 your score with 1:59 to go here in the first half of this one. So 2 wide receivers out to the left, 2 to the right. Clarkson in the backfield. He's going to hand it up the middle for Freitag, and Freitag's going to have about 4 or 5, get him inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line. Platte County going a little bit of hurry up again here. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Freitag on the left side of Clarkson in the backfield. Clarkson out of the shotgun, looking to pass this time. Cats again getting pressure. Clary being chased, and the ball on the turf, and we'll see if the Cats can come up with it or not. Looks like Platte County's going to get it, and it'll be 3rd down and long for the Pirates, I should say. So catastrophe averted for them right there, as the Cats could have got the ball back. 1:15 to go here in the first half. Cats lead 6-0. Wide receiver, 2 to the left, 3 to the right. 3rd and 8 coming up. And Clarkson going to roll out. Again, he's chased out of the pocket, and he throws it into the flats for Dylan Gilbert. And Gilbert's going to have a first down inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line. It's been about the only open receiver for the Cats, or for Pirates tonight. That is Dylan Gilbert. He's had several receptions.
Official spot of the ball.
And he only had 6 receptions for 86 yards coming into the night, and he already has 4 on the night for the Pirates, sorry. And over the middle again they go. Inside the 5-yard line, or to the 5. That'll be Watts.
It was called by number 23, John Watts.
So Watts will have, it looks like, a first down.
41 ticks to play in the first.
They'll mark it on the far side over there, maybe have a measurement. So 41.8. No, we got a timeout on the field. So we'll take a quick timeout. 41.8 to go. Platte County knocking on the door.
Now with 2 locations in Harrisonville and Belton, your premier pre-owned dealers at Show Me Auto Mall have made buying a car, truck, or SUV even easier. The crew at Show Me Auto Mall wants to make sure you experience hassle-free sales with premier pre-owned cars. With the Show Me Edge warranty, you have a peace of mind that Show Me will take care of you. So when you're in the market for a vehicle, go experience the Show Me difference in Harrisonville across from Walmart, or the new location in Belton across from Chipotle.
All right, welcome back. Clarkson has a first and goal from about the 6-yard line. So looks like a pistol formation this time for Clarkson. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right, and they're going to go right up the middle into the end zone for a touchdown. Hardman with the touchdown. Makes it 6-6. Platte County a chance to take the lead here with 37 seconds to go before the half.
Number 4, Gavin Hardman.
So Hardman with the touchdown makes it 6-6. Extra point coming up for the Pirates. Lucina ready to kick it through. Kick is up. Kick is good. He remains perfect on the year of PATs, and it's a 7-6 Pirate lead. We'll be back after this.
From small jobs like an oil change or big ones like fixing a transmission, Young's Auto Repair will get you back up and running in no time. A knowledgeable, friendly staff with a family raised in Harrisonville, Michelle and William know small-town friendly service and good craftsmanship is the key to keeping customers happy and coming back again. So next time you need a tune-up or an alignment with their state-of-the-art alignment machine, give Young's a call at 816-380-6008 or stop in and visit them at 1312 South Commercial, right next to Santa Fe Glass.
Welcome back. Your score, 7-6. Pirates now lead the Wildcats. A late touchdown after the mistakes on offense for the Cats. Short field for Platte County. Had it at the Wildcat 33-yard line to start that drive and was able to cash it in before the half. Here's a high end over and kick through the end zone and a whistle. See what happens here. As Reynolds going to get the ball and run it back up for the official. Chucks it back to him at the 45. So it looks like they're going to re-kick here. Just a little bit too quick on the kick by Lucina. Davidson and Reynolds back at their own 5. Lucina's been putting them through the end zone, though. You got to expect it here, too. And that's a high end over end kick through the end zone. So it'll be 1st and 10 Cats from their own 20, 37 seconds to go. And there's a flag here.
The 29 between the seats.
So we'll see what the penalty is all about here. 37 seconds to go in the half. It's some kind of personal foul, say, on Platte County. That could help the Cats out. And it's on the Wildcats, so that's not going to help them out. Ball at their own 10-yard line. Platte County does have 2 timeouts left, though, so the Cats are going to have to run some plays here. Because Platte County, you don't want to kneel it down. Well, I guess you could get away with it. They only have 2 timeouts, so you could get it down inside of 25 and kneel down on 3rd down, and Platte County would not be able to stop the clock after 3rd down. So we'll see what Bird and company are going to do here. This will mark them back at their own 10. So Cats started in the shadows of their own end zone here. 37 seconds before we get to halftime.
Personal foul.
Cats offense.
Targeting. On the return team. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
So it was a targeting penalty on the Cats. Personal foul, half a distance to the goal. Don't know if that's like in the NFL or the college game where you're disqualified. They didn't say anything about a disqualification. So Bird going to be under center, split backs in the backfield. And this time they're going to give it for Bowers, and Bowers gets it up to about the 20, close to a first down. Clock did not start. Now the clock rolls. So we're going to have a situation here. They're going to have to reset the clock. Clock did not roll. There was 37 seconds on the clock. So second and short coming up. See what they are going to do with the time. Ball should have started on the touch.
We have a first and 10. Set the game clock to 34.6 seconds.
So they'll put it at 34.6 seconds. And Cats get away with one there. There was 37 seconds before that drive. Or before that play, so I think more than 2.5 did roll off. So Cats catch a break there. Clock will roll now. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, up the middle they're going to go. No, Bird keeps it himself. He gets it up past the 25. It'll be a second down coming up.
Brings up second down. Down by a host of Pirates.
Second down coming up. Cats going to be content on running the clock here. Going to go into the locker room down 7-6. Platte County going to get the ball to start the second half. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back with your halftime show after this. You're listening to high school football and watching on 4Ts.com. We'll be back after this.
Harrisonville's newest restaurant is located on the 7 Highway exit at the new Sapp Brothers truck stop. Apple Barrel will make your mom smile with daily specials, a home-cooked feel, breakfast served all day, and a breakfast buffet from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday. Next time you need a good home-cooked meal, come out and see the friendly faces and taste the great food at the Apple Barrel, located inside the new Sapp Brothers truck stop, open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily.
Treatment for minor aches and pains starts with a family atmosphere at Schroeder Chiropractic. They want to get to know you and find the best treatment solutions. The family atmosphere in over a decade in Harrisonville, Dr. Schroeder and Dr. Sharp give residents peace of mind that when the aches and pains are too much, they can come in and join the family at Schroeder Chiropractic next to the Brick House Coffee Bar and Eatery right off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Everybody's schedule is different. Wouldn't it be great if service centers were more flexible with their hours to accommodate your schedule? Good news, the Sapp Brothers Service Center is open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and they don't just work on semis. They can work. Everybody's schedule is different. Wouldn't it be great if service centers were more flexible with their hours to accommodate your schedule? Good news, the Sapp Brothers Service Center is open.
We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASC certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue Building.
Everyone loves a home field advantage. Buying or selling a home should be no different. That's why the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, should be your first call when you're in the market for buying or selling. James and Michael Hearn were born and raised right here in Harrisonville. They know the area and will find the perfect fit for you and your family. Mix in former Wildcat Tyler Hearn and the Hearn Group Keller Williams Realty as your hometown team with the home field advantage to get you in your dream home. Give them a call today at 816-797-0756 or visit them at www.hearnhomes.com. The easiest place to buy a car just got easier. Max Ford of Harrisonville is getting rid of its 2017 inventory and offering 72 months, 0% interest, and a $1,000 trade allowance with approved credit. If this isn't in your budget, they have over 800 cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from so you can cruise through town in style. If you've been on the fence about buying, now is the time. So go to maxmotors.com while you watch the Wildcats, find a car, and head out to Max Ford tomorrow to get rolling down the road. And stay tuned after the game for our Max Effort Player of the Game.
So you're saying you didn't eat this ice cream?
Baby, I swear on my lucky shirt. I ate it.
Frightening bolt. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Brad Sainer, the Wildcats' most trusted Harrisonville Farmers Insurance agent who's seen it and covered it. Brad Sainer. Visit him in the A-frame on Commercial across from Casey's to get you covered. Ready for relief? Absolute Health Chiropractic's professional-friendly staff is trained to get results. Your doctor of chiropractic will analyze the cause of your pain, explain what's causing it, and work with you to get relief. They use effective, tested, proven techniques to relieve your pain and get you back to 100% right away so you can get back to enjoying your life. Absolute Health Chiropractic at 1908 West Mechanic Street in Harrisonville, or call 816-380-2436. Now with 2 locations in Harrisonville and Belton, your premier pre-owned dealers at Show Me Auto Mall have made buying a car, truck, or SUV even easier. The crew at Show Me Auto Mall wants to make sure you experience hassle-free sales with premier pre-owned cars. With the Show Me Edge warranty, you have a peace of mind that Show Me will take care of you. So when you're in the market for a vehicle, go experience the Show Me difference in Harrisonville across from Walmart or the new location in Belton across from Chipotle.
You're ready to talk. Hello and welcome back to our halftime show, brought to you by South Brothers Truck Stop Complex on South Highway 7 exit. With a truck stop full of snacks, eats, and gas, a Dunkin' Donuts for a caffeine jolt, Apple Barrel Restaurant for a nice sit-down meal, with the Service Center for an oil change. They have you covered. And we're going to take some time here, a couple of minutes, and go over these statistics of the first half. My statistician, Gary Davidson, joining me now. Got to thank Jerry Forschler, my producer, for getting us a second set of headphones here. So now Gary is able to talk. So we're going to let Gary roll through some of these statistics, and we'll go from there.
Okay, for the first half, Harrisonville had the ball for 15 minutes and 45 seconds, which is basically twice the amount of time that obviously Platte County did, but obviously they were able to take advantage of the turnovers and the short field position for them in the last 2 drives that we had, or that they had. For totals for Harrisonville, we totaled 216 yards in the first half compared to 97 yards for Platte County. Leading the way for Harrisonville is Bowers has got 39 yards, Bird's got 34 yards, and Reynolds has 8. The big change this week is the fact that Jasper Davis has 98 yards catching on 3 passes, with Harrisonville getting a total of 135 yards, which makes it 216. Obviously, the score 7-6. We scored with 5 minutes and 32 seconds left in the second quarter, where Bowers had an 11-yard TD run to make it 6-0 when the extra point failed. And then Hardman scored with 37 seconds left in the first half with a 6-yard TD run, which made the score 7-6, where we are at halftime. I think the big story is, we're moving the ball, Chad. Other than those last 2 series. In the last 2 series, especially the next to the last series where they scored, they were able to take advantage of that. We started on the 11-yard line, and we ended on the 10, and they only had a short distance to go. So, we're controlling the clock. Part of your keys to the game, slow it down. Basically, we've got twice the time of possession that Platte County does,
And I was going to say, going into the second half, we'll see how that rolls. If Cats can get a quick 3 and out, get a long drive to start that second half, late third quarter, early fourth, you might start seeing those gashing yardage that Cats are known for late in games because the defense of Platte County is going to be so tired. So we'll see if they can stick to that. My question for you would be, I know we talked about those last 2 drives. Cats had probably almost all of their yardage in those first drives before. How many yards did they have those last 2 series?
The last 2 series, they total of 14 yards out of the 216 that they had for the first 4 drives. Even though they had to, punt, they had a couple of fumbles, or they had 2 punts and 2 fumbles, but they still controlled the line of scrimmage. They were controlling the ball. We've just got to be able to take care of the ball. And, that comes, you were talking about the mesh and the pitch. When you're doing the read option, that's where basically the running back and the quarterback are married at that point in time, and they've got to know when to let go, when not to. And also, Bird, this is his first year quarterbacking, in the big game. And with that, I think he's doing a great job. It just takes time to get that relationship between the running backs and the quarterback. But he's done a great job. You're talking about 135 yards passing. And Jasper Davis, I haven't seen this. And I love it.
Right, and you can tell the athlete Jasper Davis is because it's a chuck it down there, he's going to go get it. On a couple of those, he's had to come back behind the receiver and grab that ball, and he's doing what he's been asked to do, and they're doing a great job. Now they've got Platte County's defense on their heels. They're like, are they going to run? Are they going to pass? And it's opening up the running game. I really like how Bird and Bowers are running the football tonight. Bird, he had a couple of miscues. He had that one missed assignment. I don't know if that was him or the running back that was supposed to go with him, or he was misplayed it in his head. You had that one. But other than that, he's got those reads on those runs, and he has hit his hole every time. Bowers, we talked about it 2 weeks ago back here. He missed 3 or 4 different holes in that game, and one of them was on a key 4th down that could have really salted the game away. Granted, they ended up with the win. So I like the way those two, it almost feels like Bowers and Reynolds have flip-flopped a little bit tonight. Reynolds finding his first adversity on the year, about 400 yards total offense coming into tonight. He's struggled running the ball, but Bowers and Bird have picked him up.
Yeah, and he's got less than 10 yards rushing. A lot of that, the negative 6 yards wasn't his fault, but the Bowers has almost got twice as many carries. Bird is carrying the load tonight. He's got 11 carries for 34 yards. He's done a great job reading, seeing when to pull it and whether or not to pitch. On the one where didn't see that there was a miscue, it was apparently, I think it was the running back went the wrong way because he had the other running back in front of him, and he was looking when the defense came up, he was looking to pitch, and no, there was no pitch man there. So,
and when he knew there wasn't a pitch man there, he must have missed seeing in front of him, too, because he had a lot of yardage there. He could have probably had a first down and then some. But nevertheless, Coach Maxwell, Coach Meeks, Coach Shanker, all 3 of them, the 2 coordinators and the head coach, got to be happy down 7-6 at halftime. You'd rather have been down 6-0 or maybe had a long drive and had a 13-0 lead, but you'll take a 7-6 down, especially confidence boosting from last year. The 10 turnovers, 49-0. It was over after half. So they've got to be happy in the locker room, and Platte County's got to be scratching their head going,
how are we going to stop them?
How are we going to stop them, and what are we going to do to get some more yardage? Because our front 3, they're helping a brother out, like we said. They're in the backfield. They're giving Clarkson happy feet. He's rolling out of the pocket, and he's throwing quick. He's throwing behind receivers, and he's throwing quick, and that's what the Cats are going to have to continue to do in the second half.
Yeah, other than a couple of mistakes that they made, which got them in trouble, they've done your keys of the game. We've got, and I don't know that we've had a full game where we've had 11 first downs. We've got 11 first downs, and several of them are passes. One of them is on that very first drive where they got the penalty and got them a first down. But, they're doing your keys to the game. I think if they come out and continue to do what they've been doing and just limit the mistakes, there's no question that they can come out of this ahead and win when the sound of the 0-0 shows up.
Exactly right. Gary, I want to thank you for coming on at halftime. We'll come back to Gary here in about 10 minutes or so, and we'll talk about keys to the second half with Gary Davidson in a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and talk about our soccer seconds brought to you by Schroeder Chiropractic right off the historic Harrisonville Square. The Wildcat soccer team, folks, come out and watch them play. They're 7-1 on the season. They have the Smithville tournament coming up next week. They won 10-0 over Odessa before halftime, and they're just outside of the top 10 in the rankings. So a 7-1 soccer squad just outside the top 10 in the Class 3 rankings in the state of Missouri. Go out and support your soccer program as they have a great season going on. Those soccer seconds brought to you by Schroeder Chiropractic off the historic Harrisonville Square. So Gary talked about it, I talked about it. We talked about the way the Cats played in the first half. They've done a great job. We have got the band out on the field, the Royal Regiment Marching Band taking care of business out there as well. You're listening to the halftime show brought to you by Sapp Brothers Truck Complex. And remember to stick to it. Remember to stay tuned after the game for the max effort player of the game and the spine-tingling hit of the game as well. Jasper Davis on his way to maybe a first two-time max effort player of the game winner. And we've got a good spine-tingling hit of the game that was in the backfield put on by Nick Cruz. So a lot of stuff going on here in the halftime show. It's time for our Spirit Spotlight, brought to you by Salon 114 on the historic Harrisonville Square. Your one-stop shop for beauty, that is Salon 114. This week's Spirit Spotlight is on freshman Cameron Setzer, better known as Cammie. Cammie is the daughter of Dennis and Amy Setzer. This is Cammie's first year as a HHS cheerleader. Her favorite thing about cheerleader is being at all the games. Her favorite teacher is Mrs. DeVinny because she is super nice and relatable. Cammie's coaches love her enthusiasm and work ethic. She isn't afraid to try something new and always tries her hardest, whether it is in practice or at the game. Your Spirit Spotlight is Cammie Setzer. Okay, we're going to take a timeout, and we will be back in just a couple of minutes. You're listening to High School Football Watching on 4Ts.com. We'll be right back after this.
Friendly faces and bright smiles greet you every time you walk into one of the 4 Sherwood Community Bank locations in Creighton, Urick, Garden City, or Harrisonville. A full-service bank with new internet banking options to track your accounts and many loan options. That makes Sherwood Community Bank Harrisonville's premier bank. They are the only locally owned bank, and you know your neighbors are taking care of you and your assets. When it's time for a new bank account or a loan for a home or car, think local and think Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC.
A bad tire can ruin someone's day in a heartbeat, so don't trust your tires to just anyone. Let William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center get you rolling down the road with safety and peace of mind. With their tire warranty and free rotations, they make sure you're well taken care of. So whether it's a spare or a new set of 4 tires, Young's will get you safely to that next Wildcat away game. Act soon and you may be eligible to up to $100 in rebates with certain hand-cooked tires. Go see William today right across the road from the Garage Burgers and Brew on Commercial.
All right, welcome back to your halftime show, brought to you by the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop Complex on South Highway 7 exit, with a truck stop full of snacks, eats, and gas, a Dunkin' Donuts for a caffeine jolt, Apple Barrel Restaurant for a sit-down meal, and the Service Center for an oil change. They've got you covered for your travel. Sapp Brothers Truck Stop, a great sponsor of Harrisonville Wildcat Athletics on 4Ts.com. Want to remember, always kickoffs all season brought to you by Young's Auto Repair. Kick off the season with an oil change at Young's. And the touchdowns brought to you by Young's Tire and Wheel Center. Your tires touchdown on the pavement is important, so don't get let down. Go see William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center today. So the Cats trail 7-6 at the halftime. They will take that 7-6 deficit in the halftime. They did some good things offensively in that first half, and we'll bring Gary Davidson back in here. And Gary, we were just talking about it in the break and during the timeout there. We were saying the first four series for Platte County was all 4 punts, 50 or was it 54 yards of total offense in those first 4 series, and then they had 33 on that last series. So take away that series, the Wildcat defense has held Platte County in check.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're looking at they only had a total of 19 plays in their first 4 series and only had 4 first downs. I mean, as we said it before, we've controlled the clock, and we need to continue doing that. If we can come out and play the second half like we did to play the first half and just cut away a mistake or two, we're moving the ball. We just need to not make the mistakes, which give them benefit, and we need to not make the mistakes so we can go ahead and continue to drive down the field and bring in a touchdown and stuff.
Yeah, and they've got to have confidence. This first, as crazy as it sounds, this first series for that Wildcat defense is going to be key. You can give up a first down or so, but you got to have a short drive. You got to be a 6 or 7 play drive, get your defense off the field, get that offense back on the field so they can keep that confidence they had or reinstill their confidence after those last 2 drives of the first half.
Yeah, and they were deep in their own end, but with their back in the end zone, starting, the next to the last drive at the 11, and then because of the penalty, then the last drive, which ended in the half, they started at the 10. The rest of the time, they had started in their territory, but they've had decent field position, 20, 25, even up to all the way to the 37-yard line. So if they can contain the field position and contain the clock, I mean, I think they're in a good position with Platte County, even though they're down by 1.
Well, a couple of things I see of the first half results at 7-6. I think Platte County may have a little doubt in their mind now. I think they probably came in here thinking, we put 49 on them last year. We won this football game. They've got a ball game on their hands at half. Harrisonville has, for the most part, besides the scoreboard, dominated the Platte County Pirates as Santa Claus decided to come in and interrupt our broadcast here. But for the most part, Harrisonville's kind of dominated this first half. It doesn't show on the scoreboard, and Coach Maxwell had to instill that in his team at half. He had to say, guys, we're controlling this game. We're doing what we want to do. We continue to do this in the second half. We're going to come out with a victory, because what's going to happen? They're going to start having more doubt in their mind, Platte County is. They're going to start realizing, wow, they came to play. So it's going to be a battle of attrition to start this second half. We'll see who starts rocking and rolling.
It's our house. I mean, it's our house. So, I mean, they're on the road. So they've got to overcome that as well. So good crowd here tonight, so I think with what we've got to go with in the second half, I'm excited about it.
Absolutely. Well, Gary, thanks for the halftime, and you may hear Gary from time to time. I may actually turn his mic up a little bit so he can talk during the game. Give me a breather every once in a while, because I'm sure everybody's tired of hearing my voice on the broadcast. So we'll have Gary joining us in the second half as well. It's time for our Bright Spot, brought to you by Bright Futures of Harrisonville. The Bright Futures Breakfast has been rescheduled for Wednesday, September 13th at 7:30 in the Community Center. Come help us celebrate our success and learn our plans for the coming year. The Food for Thought Backpack Program kicked off for the 2017-18 school year this week. Today, 113 students took home a backpack of food for the weekend. Special thanks to the staff of the Cass Career Center who packed this week's backpacks. McEwen Lunch Buddy applications are now being accepted. Be a positive adult role model for one of our students by enjoying lunch and having fun twice a month. For more information, call McEwen at 380-4545. Bright Futures in Harrisonville. There's Bright Futures around the state. It's a great program. Glad we are able to do something like that in our community. And extra thanks for Schroeder Chiropractic. I know they're really involved with the Bright Futures as well as several other businesses around town. But that was something that Dr. Martha Schroeder wanted to get on. Was she said, I want to be able to talk about Bright Futures during the games. And that was one of the things she wanted to make sure we talked about, and we're glad that we can do that. So we got a couple of minutes before we go to second half action, so we're going to shut down the halftime show, and we'll be back with our opening kickoff to the second half after this. You're listening to High School Football on 4Ts.com. Thanks for joining us on the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop Complex halftime show.
What is the number one thing people look for when buying a used car? Trust. If you can't trust the person you buy your vehicle from, you can end up with a lemon. Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's trusted name for used cars since 1984. That's over 30 years in business, earning your trust and giving you confidence that he will be around for your family for years to come. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, think about the used car dealer that has been around longer than any other. Holland Auto Sales on Commercial, just past Price Chopper.
Harrisonville Wildcats postgame headquarters, forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, is open late to feed your hunger after every Wildcat win, home or away. No matter if it's appetizers to dissect the game or a full meal to celebrate, Forged by Fire is your stop. Try some fried pickles or wings, fill up on the half-pound Boss Burger, or go all out with a hand-cut, made-to-order 16-ounce Kansas City strip. After tonight's game, go to the Harrisonville's premier sit-down restaurant, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, in the Price Chopper Shopping Center.
Why spend hours and hours scouring the internet looking for the best insurance prices when Stafford & Stafford Insurance can do it for you? They have over 40 employees and agents working for you and your family to match you with the right insurances to have you covered. No matter if it's auto, business, health, life, or home insurance, they will match you with what best fits you and your budget. So stop working so hard and work smart. Give Stafford & Stafford Insurance a call at 816-884-4800 and take the work out of insurance.
Free donuts. Yep, that's right. Fuel up at Sapp Brothers Truck Stop and get a free donut. If donuts are not your thing, wait, what someone doesn't like donuts? Anyway, they do have a full menu of lattes, hot and iced coffees for that caffeine jolt you may need in the early mornings, afternoon pick-me-ups, or late-night work. Bring the kids 12 and under in on Thursdays from 3 to 5 for the Build Your Donut Night. At Dunkin' Donuts, located inside the new Sapp Brothers Truck Stop on the Highway 7 exit, there's a little something for the whole family and convenience to boot with a drive-thru and open 24 hours.
Hello and welcome back. Second half about to be underway. Cats going to kick from right to left to start this third quarter of play. Platte County going to have the ball to start the second half, going from left to right. Platte County in their way, white tops, white tops, orange numbers, orange pants, flat black helmet with the chrome PC on the side. Cats in their home black tops, black bottoms, blue shoulder pads, blue numbers, white outline, and a blue helmet. And here's the kick by Sassona. It's going to be taken at about the 15 to the 20. And here comes Freitag up past the 25, 30, 35, 40. Down the sideline he goes and forced out of bounds near midfield. And a personal foul on the Cats, out of bounds as tackle on the far side. And the Cats drug him out of bounds and then slung him down over there. So it looks like it'll be a first down and a short field for Platte County. And that's not the way the Cats wanted to start this second half of play. So we're awaiting the word. I believe it's going to be a personal foul, late hit on the Cats, but we shall see. I could be wrong.
And the last three penalties we've had have given them either better field position and set them up for their short field that last time. So.
Well, and the ball is right now marked at the 48. This is going to push them all the way inside of the Wildcat 40. So not the way the Cats, a short field. 37 yards is all they got to get to pay dirt here. So they were able to capitalize on a short field earlier. See if they can do it here. So personal foul. And the Cats, you know, that's been the Achilles of the Cats is the first couple of games, it was too many penalties, and in the last two games, it's been costly, wrong time of the game penalties, and there's another one right there. So shotgun formation, Clarkson, two wide receivers left, two to the right, running back with him in the backfield, and they're going to give it to him off the side, down the sideline he goes inside the 25. That is Hardman. First down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. So a first down for Platte County. Big chunk of yardage to start this second half for them. Two wide receivers again, left side, two to the right side. Running back Hardman is on the right side. They're going to hand it to Hardman. He's going to come over to the left side, drugged down by the shoulder pads on the far sideline. Looks like Jasper Davis. That's actually Isaiah Patrick on the tackle. And it'll bring up second down and about 5 from about the 20. And they're already in Lacina field goal range. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Shotgun. Clarkson this time he's going to hand it up the middle and into the secondary. And inside the 10 to the 5-yard line goes Freitag. So another first down. This is a pretty much mirror image of the first drive for Platte County of the ball game, where the Cats ended up snuffing them out. But the problem is they had a short field this time, and they're already at 1st and goal at about the 8. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. A whistle and a timeout going to be called by the Wildcats. Want to talk things over here. Just 55 seconds gone by here in this first part of the third quarter. And Gary, situation here, short field, and again, Platte County is capitalizing on that short field. Shows you how important field position can be, because teams can kind of let loose a little bit more with that short field.
Oh, absolutely. We've had really good kickoff coverage the last several games, and they just was able to find a crease to get to the outside. Then the mental mistake that you had, giving another 15 yards. I mean, it's hard to defend, especially putting your defense back out there to defend a short field and then not expect them to come out with some points.
So we'll see what happens on first down and goal from the 7-yard line for the Pirates, as both teams back out there ready to rock and roll. And it'll be a shotgun formation, and it'll be Freitag back there along with Clarkson. 2 wide receivers left and right. Cats be a good time for their first turnover of the ball game right here. And this time they're going to go right up the middle. Freitag, no, it'll be Clarkson. And Clarkson gets down to about the goal line, and they get into the end zone for a touchdown, make it 13-6. So 1:01 gone by in the third quarter, 10:59 left in the third quarter, and Platte County is on top 13-6. This extra point can make it an 8-point game. And the problem with that, even if the Cats then score, they're going to probably have to start chasing that 2 points in this ball game. So we await the Lacina kick. He has not missed an extra point this season yet. Perfect on the year. Going for that old radio man jinx right now. There's the snap, the kick. It is up. It is good. And it's 14-6. Pirates with the lead. We'll take a timeout.
Harrisonville's newest paper is your best place for area news and coverage of Harrisonville sports. Dedicated to giving you the stories that are at the heart of the community and business profiles so you can get to know local businesses, they are becoming Harrisonville's go-to news source. With distribution at several local businesses and with subscriptions available, get your hands on Harrisonville's hottest commodity, a copy of the Harrisonville Star, today.
All right, welcome back. Cats ready for the kickoff here. They will get the kick from Lacina. He's kicked them all into the end zone. This kickoff brought to you by Young's Auto Repair. Kick off the season with an oil change at Young's. Interesting score, second quarter, 14-10. Park Hill over Blue Springs. Blue Springs coming off a loss to Fayetteville last week. And there's a low liner going to be picked up by the Cats at about their own 10 to the 20 to the 25, and a spin outside Jasper Davis to the 29. So the Cats, first time they've been able to return a kick here, as the other ones have been in the end zone. It'll be Cats ball from their own 29 here, and this is where you tell them on the sideline, guys, we're only down by 8. Let's just do our thing, and it'll take care of itself.
Yeah, ball control the clock. You're only one score down. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion, you're tied. So,
wide receiver left, wide receiver right. Under center is Bird. Split backs in the backfield. Ball at their own 29. And here goes Bird. He's going to pitch it back to Bowers. And Bowers looks to the outside, gets to the outside, and nowhere to go as he's chased down and chased to the outside. And That time he was looking to cut back several times, just couldn't find a spot where he wanted to cut back at.
So second down.
So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Ball again at their own 29. Bird gets a play from the sideline.
2nd down and 10.
So here we go, line of scrimmage, wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right, split backs in the backfield. Bird is under center. 2nd and 10 coming up. And here we go, Bird goes up the middle this time, and a couple of yards, and that's about it for Bowers. Brings up 3rd and 8, ball up to the 31-yard line now.
Ball carries number 7, Joe Bowers.
Now this is in a situation for the Wildcats. You don't want to go 3 and out here and give it right back to Platte County. They've got all the momentum right now that from their last 2 drives and the Wildcats' last 3 offensive drives. Platte County into the first half and start of the second half has, so 9:40 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cats take their time, come up to the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 8. 2 wide receivers set to the near side, Laughlin and Davis. Under center is Bird. And Bird now looking to throw. He throws it out for Davis up to the 40. Spins out of a tackle and up to the 45, 46-yard line. And it's going to be a hold on Laughlin, I believe, here on the near side. So if my math is going to serve me right, it'll be a spot foul. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6. So they're actually going to gain 2 yards on that. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 6. So big play to the near side. And that right there, I'm not going to blame Laughlin on that. He hasn't played a lot of wide receiver until tonight. So just maybe held that block a little bit too long.
Offense, 10-yard penalty for the foul. Replay 3rd down.
So it'll be a 3rd down, and they'll mark it at about the 36-yard line. So it's 3rd and 5 now for the Wildcats. So 3rd down and 5 coming up. Wide receiver, far side is McCleve, on the right side, split backs in the backfield. Here we go on 3rd and 5 for the Cats. And Bird looking to pass again over in the flats. Almost picked off. I thought it was picked off, in and out of the hands. Tried a little quick hit. Tried to get a quick hitter to Sam East, but no avail. And Cats go 3 and out. Probably not what they wanted to do on that first series of the second half. Now you're putting the ball in your defensive hands. Good news is it was a quick drive for Platte County, and Platte County has been quick drives all night long, so the Wildcat defense not in danger of getting tired yet, but they've got to watch it here as they don't want to give up another score and then start chasing 2 touchdowns. And Bird gets it off, end over end, kick rolls inside the 30, taking it about the 20, and out of bounds goes Cummings at about the 24-yard line. A little gingerly, they call it at the 26. So 1st and 10 from their own 26 for Platte County coming up. So we await the Pirates out on the field as they bring their team. So here we go, 1st and 10. 2 wide receivers set, make it 3. 3 out to the far left side, 1 to the right side. Running back, Freitag in the backfield with Clarkson. They're going to hand it off to Freitag, and he cuts back and gets wrapped up for a gain of about 5. Tackled by Isaiah Patrick. Isaiah spun him. Bad part about that was Isaiah spun him forward. I think he got another couple of yards out of that one. Brings up 2nd down and 4. 3 wide receiver set again, out to the left. And now a false start, I believe, and if that's the case, that'll bring it back to 2nd down and 9. Initial call is a false start. So it looked like the receiver near side took off a little bit quick here. So to bring up 2nd down and 9. And you know, Gary, this situation I've seen here tonight, both teams have had costly penalties at times. That would have been a second short, and now it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely.
So here we go, 2nd down and 9 coming up. 2 wide receivers, 3 out to the left, 1 to the right. Freitag in the backfield alongside Clarkson on his left side. And Clarkson looking to throw. And over the middle, caught up past the 35, close to the 40 by Watts. It'll be a 1st and 10 to the 38. 8:17 to go, so clock will stop momentarily. Cats again showing pressure on the backside with a blitz. Just couldn't quite get to Clarkson's hands. So Clarkson again going the shotgun. Freitag with him in the backfield. 3 wide receivers still out to that left side, 1 to the near side, right side. And this time they're going to go with Freitag. No, Clarkson keeps it himself, nowhere to go. Initial contact in the backfield by Shackles and tackled by Cruz in the backfield, brings up 2nd down and 9. So 7:45 and counting here in the 3rd. 14-6, Pirates with the lead in the ball. Ball at their own 39-yard line. 2nd down and 9 coming up. 3 wide receivers left, 1 right, and they're faking. They're going to throw it out to the right side. They've got their man Watts, and Watts going to get to the outside and be swung out of bounds on the far sideline. At about midfield, it looks like Bowers with the tackle on the far sideline. So the chains move past midfield, and Platte County is moving the ball this last 3 possessions. Cats could come up with a big play here. We have a whistle. And a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. Cats trail 14-6, Platte County with the ball.
Now with 2 locations in Harrisonville and Belton, your premier pre-owned dealers at Show Me Auto Mall have made buying a car, truck, or SUV even easier. The crew at Show Me Auto Mall wants to make sure you experience hassle-free sales with premier pre-owned cars. With the Show Me Edge warranty, you have a peace of mind that Show Me will take care of you. So when you're in the market for a vehicle, go experience the Show Me difference in Harrisonville across from Walmart, or the new location in Belton across from Chipotle.
All right, welcome back. 1st and 10 at midfield for the Pirates.
1st and 10.
Going to flip-flop sides now and go with the 3 wide receivers set to the right side, 1 to the left. Still with that running back in the backfield next to Clarkson. Want to give him a little extra protection in that backfield or run the ball. And this time Hardman runs it past midfield up to about the 46 of the Wildcats. Mark him down at the 47. So a gain of 3, going to bring up 2nd down and 7. 7:05 to go. Platte County working a little bit of Wildcat play calling in here with 7 minutes now in the 2nd half, taking a long drive themselves here, longest they've held the ball all night long. 3 wide receivers set. Now they're going to move from right to left and go 2 wide receivers to your left, 2 to your right. Clarkson in the backfield in shotgun. And Platte County, a false start, I believe. And it is a false start on the Cats, and that'll push them back 5 yards, and that'll put them back on their own side of the field. Will it the Pirates? Ball from their own 48-yard line. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 12 now for Platte County.
Back to Platte County territory. Officials on the ball, the 48-yard line. Action to take place on the far side. That's where the senior Tanner Clarkson.
So here we go. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation with Clarkson. Clarkson's got their running back next to him in the backfield, Freitag. And here they go. And Cats pressure up the middle, and Clarkson going to take off and run. Lowers the boom past the 45 down to about the 44-yard line. Clarkson does not run much. He only had about 12 yards total rushing, and he's had to scramble for a couple of times tonight. Brings up 3rd down and about 4. And right back at it are the Pirates, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. And here they go right up the middle. Freitag, 1st down inside the 40 down to the 39. So a quick snap and gets him a 1st down. and the chains move. The clock will roll after they set the chains down to the 39-yard line. This is what Pittsburgh did to the Cats last week. Long drive, late third quarter, several plays, several minutes off the clock, and Platte County down to the 39. 3 wide receivers left, 2 to the right, empty backfield. Clarkson, pressure coming over the middle again for Watts, and it's another first down to about the 25-yard line. So the Cats brought the house on that one, but Clarkson able to get rid of it and on the money to Watts. It'll be another first down inside the 30 to the 25.
On the far side from the 25.
So they're going to crisscross sides here with the receivers. They're going to go 2 to the near side, right side, 2 to the left side, bringing Watts down on this right side. And again, they're looking for Watts, and chased out of the pocket is Clarkson. And he's got all day to run because they run those fly patterns. And the ball at the 21, late slide, no call there. Davis slows him down, brings up second down and about 5.
Brings up second down.
So Platte County starting to take a lot of yardage on these scrambles by Clarkson, as well as they're running almost 15-yard deep patterns. So those secondary has got to wait to come back after he gets past the line of scrimmage as the defensive linemen are chasing him.
And they already held the ball for 4 minutes on this drive.
Yeah, 4 minutes you said on this one. They're going to go over the middle. This time Watts inside the 5 into the 2 and down at the 2-yard line and down to the 1. And, you know, here Platte County is slowly taking over this ball game, Gary. Now that first down and 10, first and 10, and shotgun formation, and Platte County's ready to rock and roll here. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right, shotgun, and up the middle they're going to go. Freitag into the end zone for 6. Or are they going to call it? No, they're going to say he's down at the 1-yard line, bring up second down and goal. So this is where it'll get interesting for Platte County. They can't spread it out as much down by the 1-yard line. See if they try to go right back to Freitag here again as a shotgun formation, and they do. And now this time a false start on Platte County, going to bring them back to their 6. It'll bring second and goal at the 6 on a false start. No, this time they're going to say encroachment on the Wildcats. So it'll bring up second down and short from about the 1-foot line now. So I thought it was going to be another false start. This time I guess probably lined up in the neutral zone.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense, half the distance to the goal, second down.
So the ball just outside of the goal line now as they move it forward about a football length. And second down and goal coming up. Up the middle they go, Freitag, and nowhere to go again. The Cats defense gets in that backfield. Joe Bowers with the stop. Brings up a third and goal from just outside the 1-yard line, right at about the 1.
Number 24, Isaiah Patrick, and number 7, Joe.
This would be a big boost for the Cats if they hold them to a field goal here. I think Platte County's probably in 4-down territory. 3 wide receivers to your right in motion from left to right, and they're going to throw it out in the flats. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. On the near sideline, Jasper Davis with the play. And 4th down, and Platte County's going to be content on kicking it here. So that's a big confidence boost for the defense, so to speak, to hold them. That was 1st and goal, Gary, from about the 1-foot line.
Kind of reminded me of Kansas City. You know, the bend don't break. I mean, they can get down there, but they can't score a touchdown. If all they can score is field goals, then you've got a chance. But it is going to put us down if they get this, put us down by 2 scores.
Kick is up, kick is good, and it makes it 17-6. So the Cats got some work to do, but they avoid catastrophe. 17-6 your score. We'll take a timeout.
Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville takes the hassle out of buying home appliances. They will save you time and money and give you the same selection as the marts up in the city. So instead of spending hours driving north searching for a great deal, go see the crew at Troby's right here in Harrisonville and get friendly hometown service at affordable prices. With 3 generations of Troby's helping, it's a true hometown business, happy to make you feel like part of the family. Go see them today on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
All right, welcome back. Your score 17-6. Now Platte County with 17 unanswered points. This is where the Wildcat offense has got to get a good drive together. You want to get down, you want to score 6, you want to make it a 1-score game. You're going to have to go for 2 here, or you're going to have to score 2 touchdowns as they're down 17-6. So we'll see what the Cats can muster here. Lucina set to kick it away for Platte County. And this one's a high end over end kick, and this one is into and through the end zone. And it'll be 1st and 10 Cats from their own 20-yard line.
That last drive, they held the ball 5 minutes and 21 seconds. And obviously had 14 plays. I mean, that is one thing that we didn't want to do, but it ended great, but they only got a field goal.
So we'll see how the Cats offense responds. You cannot have a 3-and-out here as their defense has been on the field the entire second half basically besides 3 plays. So Platte County has dominated time of possession to start this second half. Bird gets his play from the sideline, calls it back to his 2 backs. He's got split backs in the backfield. Bird under center, 2 wide receiver set to the far side. Now Bird going to keep it himself and nowhere to go. Ball comes out and the whistle was blown. You heard it blow first.
Bird, the ball carrier.
And I think Bird comes up limping there. And that's a situation you don't like if you're the Cats, because Bird is your quarterback, and your backup quarterback, Landon George, is in a knee brace on the sidelines. So it looks like they're going to put Bowers in at quarterback. So 2nd and 9 coming up. Bowers in at quarterback now for the Cats. So it'll be Freeman and Reynolds in the backfield. Cats will go with 2 wide receivers to the left side. And here we go. Bowers hands off up the middle. Freeman. Freeman gets about a yard or 2. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 8. The situation here that you got to look at if you're the Wildcats is getting the timing down for Bowers. You know, the Veer ran on such timing plays, misdirection, and hitting your holes. So we'll see how the Cats can respond here, down by 11 with 2:55 to go in the 3rd. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Bowers going to keep it himself, and there was that play up the middle, and they struggled to get it off, and that's the situation you're going to see. There's a timing play right there, Gary.
Well, absolutely, and that's what we talked about, you know, as far as the mesh, the handoff, and now Bowers is hurt.
So now
off the field.
So Bowers comes limping off as well, and that's not good for the Cats. This is kind of later than it happened last year, but the Cats started getting injuries riling up in the beginning of the game against Platte County last year, and then the wheels kind of fell off. Well, here we go, a couple of injuries now and a couple of 3-and-outs by the Wildcat offense, and we're awaiting a punt from the Cats after 2 consecutive 3-and-outs. And a high kick goes nowhere as your punter's on the sideline, and the ball somehow rolls towards midfield. Well, that was Jasper Davis with the kick, but he had the heat coming, so he did get it off. We talked about it last year, Cats adversity. They overcame adversity. They went on a 3-game losing streak. Next thing you know, the Cats were down. They were back to 3-3. Similar situation here in just inside this game. You had control of this game late first half. Platte County has taken control of it. You got to get you a big play here, try to get back in this ball game. You've got to overcome this adversity. You can't roll over and let them score a couple easy touchdowns here. 3 wide receivers set to your left, 1 to your right, shotgun formation in the backfield. Clarkson has Hardman next to him in the backfield on his left side. We await the shotgun, and here we go up the middle. Hardman going to take it in to Cat territory down inside the 45 to the 44. So a 5-yard gain. And this is where you start seeing a little bit of tired bodies by the Wildcat defense. They've been out almost the entire third quarter on the field. So 3 wide receivers set to your left, 1 to your right. Again, shotgun formation with Clarkson. He's going to roll out, going to be chased out. He's going to chuck it deep downfield. Way downfield he goes, and incomplete. And thought they threw a flag, but it was a football on the far sideline. As I heard a couple of ohs, but it was a football. They were playing catch. The ball boys for Platte County playing catch on the far sideline. It looked like they chucked the flag, but that was just good defense down the sideline. Brings up 3rd down and 5. This is a big 3rd down coming up here for the Wildcat defense. You got to get a stop here. Looks like they're going to overload it with trips to the near sideline here. We got a whistle and timeout on the field.
Timeout.
So Harrisonville going to call the timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. Cats trail 17-6, big 3rd down when we come back.
From small jobs like an oil change or big ones like fixing a transmission, Young's Auto Repair will get you back up and running in no time. A knowledgeable, friendly staff with a family raised in Harrisonville, Michelle and William know small-town friendly service and good craftsmanship is the key to keeping customers happy and coming back again. So next time you need a tune-up or an alignment with their state-of-the-art alignment machine, give Young's a call at 816-380-6008 or stop in and visit them at 1312 South Commercial, right next to Santa Fe Glass.
All right, welcome back. 1:24 to go in the first half. 3rd down coming up for this Wildcat defense. They need to get a stop here and force a punt. So here we go. 3 wide receivers are going to go to the left side. This time they've been comfortable out of that left side throwing the ball. Hardman in the backfield alongside Clarkson. Now he's going to roll out of the backfield and go for a pass, and over the middle, incomplete, and the Cats force a 3 and out. So that was what they needed. Threw behind his intended target out there. And it brings up that was intended for Burt Ram. And Lacina out to kick it away. Looks like Laughlin back there to return it. I believe that is Davis as well. So we'll see if Bird's back out there, or we'll see what the Cats offense is going to do. It looks like Bird's sitting here on the near sideline on the bench. So inside the 20 it rolls, inside and out of bounds at about the 12.
Out of bounds, spotted at the 11-yard line of the Wildcats on the far side. 1-1-2.
So I'm not sure, is Bird going back out there? I don't see, I'm trying to find my quarterbacks. Bowers is now on the sideline. He's sitting on the bench. I believe that's Bowers sitting on the end of the Wildcat bench here. Not sure.
Yeah, Bird's in there.
So Bird is back in, but now they're without Bowers. So in the backfield, you're going to have Reynolds and Freeman.
Yeah, so Bowers has been the workhorse today.
So we'll see if he's. It seems like he may have something serious. He's not moving around at all. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. Cats throw it out in the near flat. Catch is made by McCleve on the near sideline. Up to about the 18. So a gain of about 7. So a good play on 1st down, just to kind of try to keep him honest. And Bird going to jog to the sideline for the play. You can tell he's not at full speed. You can tell he's jogging gingerly. And Bird gets the play from the sideline. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, split backs, Freeman and Reynolds in the backfield. Freeman to the left, Reynolds to the right. And they're going to pass this time and into the flats, and a false start on the Cats. And with so many new players out there, putting ice on Bauer's knee on the near sideline here. So hopefully he just took a helmet to the knee or something here, and it's nothing severe as he sits on the near sideline.
Start up from the previous spot, remains 2nd down.
So instead of 2nd and about 3, it becomes 2nd and 8. So it'll be second down coming up. Bird to the line of scrimmage. Freeman and Reynolds in the backfield. 2 wide receivers. Now in motion they go. Freeman out to the near sideline. Single back set now with Reynolds. And this time Bird looking to pass. He's going to chuck it deep downfield. Has his man up past the 35 to the 37-yard line again. Jasper Davis with a big first down. Wasn't the prettiest pass, but it was on the money. Floated a little bit, but Davis comes up with it. That first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. So up to the 32 it goes for the Cats. Wide receiver left, wide receiver to the right. Split backs in the backfield again. Bird looking to pass. He's going to chuck it outside. Incomplete, but a good place to throw it if you're Bird. Only guy that was going to be able to catch that was his receiver on the far sideline. Brings up second down and 10. I like getting Jasper Davis the ball, but I almost look at a situation here as that's going to end the third quarter. So your score at the end of 3, 17-6, Cats trail. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after this.
Harrisonville's newest restaurant is located on the 7 Highway exit at the new Sapp Brothers truck stop. Apple Barrel will make your mom smile with daily specials, a home-cooked feel, breakfast served all day, and a breakfast buffet from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday. Next time you need a good home-cooked meal, come out and see the friendly faces and taste the great food at the Apple Barrel, located inside the new Sapp Brothers truck stop, open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily.
Treatment for minor aches and pains starts with a family atmosphere at Schroeder Chiropractic. They want to get to know you and find the best treatment solutions. The family atmosphere in over a decade in Harrisonville, Dr. Schroeder and Dr. Sharp give residents peace of mind that when the aches and pains are too much, they can come in and join the family at Schroeder Chiropractic next to the Brick House Coffee Bar and Eatery right off the historic Harrisonville Square.
All right, welcome back. We go to the fourth quarter. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 from their own 37 for the Wildcats. It looks like Bowers is back out there as well for the Cats, so it'll be Bowers and Reynolds. It'll be Davis to the far side. It's like near side might be Laughlin. And Bird looking to pass. He's going to be chased out of the pocket, nowhere to go, and he's going down at his own 30. Brings up third down and about 17. So a loss of about 7 for the Wildcats brings up third and long. And the Wildcat offense is just banged up. You can see right there, Bird was limping a little bit.
Third down and 16.
McCleve brings the play from the sideline. Clock is rolling here. And the play clock is under 10 now. So here we go. And Bird going to hand off to Reynolds, and Reynolds nowhere to go, but made a couple guys miss and gets a couple of it back, but it's going to bring up fourth down and long. And again, Wildcat offense, similar to last week against Pittsburgh, struggling after the half.
Half-price hot dogs at the concession stand.
So it'll bring up fourth down coming up. Maybe a flag on the play here, it looks like. Holding on the Cats. So instead of fourth down and long, it's going to bring up third down and about peculiar for the Wildcats. And it looks like they're going to decline it, so the Cats are going to have to punt it away here.
Holding on the offense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, fourth down.
So we fourth down for the Cats from their own 33-yard line here.
So Pirates take the play as a result, fourth down. Punt will be shown. Back to receive number 7, Kobe coming.
Cats defense, again, going to be tired. There's only a 3 and out. You got to hope if you're the Cats D, you can come up with a big play here, an interception or fumble recovery or something. And Bird going to get it away. Barely, as it was almost blocked. and picked up near midfield by Cummings. About his own 47. Going to mark it at the 48. So Platte County again, short field here. And Gary, this is, you know, microcosm of the second half. Short fields for Platte County and nothing doing offensively for the Wildcats. Cats have only ran, it looks like, 12, 13 plays here, 12 plays here in the second half.
Yeah, and only have been able to get 29 yards out of those plays.
So good adjustments so far for the Pirates. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. And up the middle they're going to go, nowhere to go. Freitag, and he's going to be tackled. It's going to say right at the line of scrimmage, they're going to stop his Cruz with the initial contact, or the initial tackle after the initial contact. So 2nd and 10 coming up, ball from their own 48 here for Platte County. Cats could use another 3 and out here. Going to go with 4 wide receivers out to the right side now, 1 to the left. He's going to roll out to the right side. He throws it in the flats. Caught, but an open field tackle. Good open field tackle by the Wildcats. Jake Ward, Jaden Wilson, with the tackle. Brings up 3rd down and long. I'm going to say, it looks like, I guess, 3rd and 5. So 3rd and medium here. We got a whistle. We have a timeout called by
Timeout, Harrisonville.
So Harrisonville burns its final timeout with still 9:51 to go in the game. We'll see if that ends up hurting the Wildcats. We'll keep it right here with you, though, as the Cats, with 9:51 to go here in the ball game, Platte County has the ball in Wildcat territory at the Wildcat 48-yard line. They are going to have to get a stop here on 3rd down, Gary, and try to get the ball back and get something going offensively, even though they're banged up.
Yeah, and they came up with a great stop down there. You would have thought that brought them into and gave them some adrenaline on defense when they came out, and they've done great because obviously last time they went, Platte County went 3 and out. They've got a 3rd and medium here. Defense can do this. They've got a lot of field behind them, but they can do this. They just need to step up right here and get the ball back.
So Freitag going to be in the backfield along with Clarkson. 3 wide receivers, 2 to your left, 1 to your right. Clarkson kind of takes a peek out to his left side. You got to think he's maybe going there. And then the Cats jump off sides. Again, haven't had a lot of penalties, but they've been horribly timed penalties for the Wildcats. Looks like that'll be close for a 1st down here. It's 3rd and about 6, so it won't be a 1st down, but it'll be 4th down and about a yard. And that changes the game plan maybe for Platte County here, as they can try to run the ball.
Dead ball. Defense. 5-yard penalty for the previous spot. Remains 3rd down.
So 3rd down and short coming up. 3 wide receivers to your left, 1 to your right. Clarkson gets the play from the sideline. Freitag with him in the backfield. Here's 3rd and short. They're going to give it to Freitag, and he goes nowhere. Cats make him lose a yard. So the defense, a little bit of adrenaline like Gary was talking about, forces it to a 4th down and 2, and they're going to come out and bring the punting unit on.
Short loss of the play, loss of a yard.
So Wildcat defense comes up big here, and we await the punt for Lacina here from his own 45. So 9.5 to go. Cats are going to need to get a score. And you don't have to do it super quick. 9 minutes is a ton of time. Clock stops after every 1st down in high school. You can kill some time, but leave yourself some time too. Platte County likes to throw the ball. Short punt inside the 20, rolls inside the 10 though, and it's going to take a Pirate roll to the 5. So 95 yards to go for the Wildcats. These extra long cords, I may fall over here. But I got to give Jerry a lot of credit. He bought these new headsets, and they're amazing, as long as I don't trip and fall over myself. There we go. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cats from their own 5. And Coach Meek's got to talk to his offense here in the huddle. Say, guys, we just got to chip away like we did in the first half. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy that they need. Just got to chip away at it here. So Davidson, Laughlin will be your receivers. They're going to be near side on the right side. Bird comes in, and it's going to be Bowers and Reynolds in the backfield. On 1st and 10 from their own 5. And here we go, Bird under center here, showing blitzes Platte County, and the Cat's going to throw it out in the flats for Laughlin, and in and out of his hands, going to bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 5. Good defense there to get the hand in there for Platte County to kind of disrupt Laughlin's concentration, but nevertheless, it did still get him in the hands. He got to grab those. Jacob Post was on the coverage. 2nd and 10 coming for the Cats. Bird with split back to the backfield. 2 wide receivers right side, and they're going to hand it off for Reynolds, and Reynolds has got all day to run. Up to the 20, down to 25, 30. He's on his feet, past midfield. Finally a big play on the offense. I don't see any laundry on the field. A 45-yard gain for Wyatt Reynolds. Puts the Cats in business up to midfield and kind of wakes this crowd up a little bit.
And that can do a lot right there.
So that's a 1st down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center first when you think home appliances. McCleve and Laughlin flanked out to the left side. Split backs in the backfield. Bird under center. Ball at midfield. 8:41 to go here in the 4th. And here we go. Bird pitches it back to Reynolds. Reynolds going to try to get to the outside again. It cuts back. Nowhere to go. He's hammered at the line of scrimmage. So brings up 2nd and 10. Kobe Cummings with the tackle. And again, Gary, that gives you a little bit more breathing room. 8:20 to go in the ball game. You're able to run a few different plays here and not worry about the clock so much right now.
Well, and you shifted field position. Now, all the 3rd quarter, we played on our side of the field, offensively and defensively. Now we're going to be playing on theirs. And that can be a huge difference. If we don't score here, we're still going to be playing on their side of the field.
So Bird under center, 2 wide receivers set to your right side. Bird looking to pass. He's chucking it downfield. Davis up and grabs it. Jasper Davis, no, incomplete as he hit the ground, but give him the effort again. They go for Jasper Davis. And it brings up 3rd and 10, and that one floated a little bit too long. Bird's been at his best throwing the ball when he just kind of throws it. I felt like he tried to throw that one a little bit too hard, and you see that if you don't have a good grip on the football, Gary, and you try to throw it really hard and far, you get those ducks that kind of float out there.
Oh, absolutely. And looks bad, but I tell you what, Davis almost made a tremendous catch, and he ended up being double covered.
So 3rd down coming up. Bird fakes the handoff, then pitches it back to Bowers, and Bowers going to take another one on that knee, and you can tell he's hurting. Brings up 4th down and long. So Bowers is going to need an ice bath after this one as he comes off the field. Punting unit on the field for the Wildcats. They've been bringing the heat. Dakota Schmidt has been coming off of the edge, trying to block these. We'll see if they bring the heat this time. And Bird is going to get it away. A good punt this time by Bird, and takes Cummings inside the 15 to about the 10. Or see where they mark him. They're marking him at the 12. So a good punt by Bird. 40-plus yards on that one. Pins Platte County at their own 12. This is where you could use a big play on defense. 7:02 to go in the ball game. You get a fumble. You can get an interception here. We'll see what happens. And we got a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. 7:02 to go here in the ball game. Cats down 11. Need a stop.
Everybody's schedule is different. Wouldn't it be great if service centers were more flexible with their hours to accommodate your schedule? Good news, the Sapp Brothers Service Center is open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., and they don't just work on semis. They can work on your vehicle as well. If you work odd hours, get home after 5, or are just looking for a new place to take your vehicle, try the Sapp Brothers Service Center and be blown away with the great customer service and professional craftsmanship. Located on the 7 Highway exit right next to the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop.
All right, welcome back. 7:02 to go here in quarter number 4. The Cats trail at 17-6. Platte County going to have the ball at their own 12-yard line. We'll see if they're going to be content on trying to run the football here. Looks like Hardman's going to be in the backfield alongside Clarkson.
So 1st and 10.
If they run the ball, they're going to try to run some clock, or they may just stick with what they know and chuck it downfield. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Cats showing blitz, and they get it, and Watts is wrapped up at the 12, breaks out of the tackle, and then is chased into the backfield and hit by several Wildcats. They're going to mark his possession at about the 12-yard line, so it'll be a loss of about a yard. Clarion Batiste with the tackle. That blitz is what slowed them down there, as had Clary coming off the end, and he was beaten down on Clarkson. Brings up 2nd down and 10, clock moving though, 6:25 to go. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Clarkson. Cats again showing blitz. They're going to go far side Hardman. Hardman's going to get a 1st down, but a flag and a hold, and it's going to come back. It'll be a half a distance penalty put out at about the 12. So this will take him down to the 6. So we'll see where exactly they mark it, but good news for the Cats, a penalty on Platte County. And I'll tell you what, haven't been a ton of penalties tonight, Gary, but it seems like every time there's been a penalty, it's been a crucial one for both sides.
Yeah, it's come at a bad time for each team.
So brings up a 2nd down and long.
But like we were talking, now we're playing on their side of the field. So get a good stop here, and we're going to get the ball back in excellent field position.
And you got a situation here, if you push them back a little bit farther after this penalty and they got to kick out of their own end zone, all kinds of things can happen out of your own end zone. You get a center, you get your long snapper, gets a little uptight. He's like, oh my gosh, I got to have a good snap, and he chucks it over the head. You can get your 2 points back right there, which would be huge. But all kinds of things can happen. We'll see. It's 2nd down and long for Platte County from their own 6.5-yard line. So a lot to be said. First, Platte County could get a couple of 1st downs here, and it'd be all for naught anyway. So shotgun formation, Clarkson in the backfield, 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right, and Clarkson going to give it up the middle on a draw for Hardman, and Hardman gets it back up to about the 18, going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 for Platte County. So 5:50 to go on 3rd down. And Platte County going to hurry it up to the line of scrimmage, ready to rock and roll. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to your right. Clarkson looking for a play from the sideline. Hardman next to him in the backfield on the left side. 5:32 to go here in the 4th. And this one goes through, and that's huge if the Cats can get it, and they fall on it. Wildcat ball at the 4-yard line. We said they need a big play. Now they got 1st and goal from the 5. Bad snap burns Platte County. I said anything can happen when you're in the shadow of your own goal line. And now the Cats in business. Touchdown here. And things get real interesting real quick. Inside the 5, almost the 4 is where they're going to mark it for the Wildcats. Bird getting the play on the sideline. So inopportune time for their first turnover for Platte County, and the Cats have a 1st and goal from the 4. 2 wide receivers to the left side, split backs in the backfield. It'll be Freeman and Reynolds back there. Bird under center. And here we go. Bird's going to pitch it back for Reynolds. Reynolds cuts back inside the 5, spins out of the tackle, touchdown! Wildcats 17-12. You got to know the 2-point conversion is coming up here to try to make it a 3-point game. 5:21 to go. Big play on D. turns into a one-play on offense. Wyatt Reynolds breaks a couple of tackles, gets into the end zone. 17-12, two-point conversion coming up, and this is huge for the Wildcats here. They get the play from the sideline, and Bird is coming back out here, so the Cats going to go for 2 here. Ball at their own 3-yard line. Going to have to hurry, under 10 on the play clock, and they have 0 timeouts. So Bird going to have to hurry it here, and this is not the best situation for the Cats. And Bird's going to get it off. He's going to pitch it back to Reynolds, and Reynolds again runs right into the defense, though. Again, a missed cut back right there. You got into the end zone. Instead, he ran into the 2 defenders, and the Cats going to have to chase. They're down by 5. We'll take a timeout. 5:21 to go. Cats down 5.
We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASC certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue Building.
All right, welcome back. That touchdown brought to you by our good friends at Young's Tire and Wheel Center. Your tires touching down on the pavement is one of the most important things your car can have. So don't be left in the dark. Go see Young's Tire and Wheel Center today. So 5:21 to go here in the ball game. You got to think the Cats want to kick deep here, play the field position game, not try an onside kick here. We will see what they do, though. Kickoff brought to you by Young's Auto. Go kick off your season with an oil change at Young's. Ball from their own 40. Here comes the Sassones kick. And it's a little squibber up the middle. Going to be taken at about the 10-yard line by Platte County. Outside, Watts goes to about the 22, and he's wrapped up. And it'll be Platte County ball on their own 22-yard line as we get set for action. A huge series coming up here for the Wildcat defense. See Joe Bowers back out there on defense. So 17-12 our score, 5:15 to go. We got a good high school football game. Kind of been the tale of 2 games in this one, Gary. First half really belonged to the Wildcats, even though they trailed at the half. And the second half's been all Platte County, but now all of a sudden a third game's broke out and the Cats are in business.
Mistakes in field position.
2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Clarkson in the backfield. He's going to go up the middle with it. Hardman into the secondary and hammered into the secondary, and there's several flags popping. I don't know if there was a penalty or holding, but 3 different flags on the play, so take the officials a second to sort this one out. And Joe Bowers laid a spine-tingling hit on that one. Stay tuned after the game. We'll have our spine tingler from the previous week coming up, courtesy of one defensive lineman, Christian Cooper. And it looks like this is going to be on the Wildcats, as it was a 15-yard face mask. Not what they wanted to do. Big gain and add 15 to it. So a 15-yard run becomes a 30-yard run, and the ball at midfield for Platte County. Hardman in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to your left, 2 to your right. Cats down by 5. Platte County would like to at least get a field goal here, make it an 8-point game. Cats would like to get a turnover here and a chance to win it with under a couple minutes to play. No timeouts left for the Cats. We'll see if that comes looming large here in just a little bit. 2 wide receivers, 2 to your left, 2 to your right. Shotgun Clarkson. Clarkson going to hand off to Hardman. And Hardman again, huge gaping hole into the secondary, down to the 35. Back-to-back 15-yard runs by Hardman. Down to the 35-yard line with 4:43. Clock stops with the chains moving. So 17-12 our score, 4:43 to go here in the contest. Cats are down by 5. Ball to 39. As the clock rolls here, Platte County going to take its time coming to the line of scrimmage. Two Watson Gilbert to the near side, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. And they're going to go up the middle this time for Hardman. And again, Hardman with a nice 7-yard gain. Brings up second down and short for Platte County up inside the 30 to the 27 of the Wildcats. So 4:05 to go here. Cats down 17-12. Currently, Cats ranked number 6 in the Missouri State poll. Number 8 are the Platte County Pirates. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation for Clarkson. And again, he's going to hand it off for Hardman, and Hardman's going to get a first down or very close to it. They're going to mark him about a half yard short, it looks like. So it looks like it's going to bring up third down and short for Platte County. Clock rolling, no 3:25 to go here in this one. No timeouts for the Cats, and if they get a first down here, Platte County going to be able to roll a lot of time off the. And another penalty on the Wildcats at the wrong time. 5 yards encroachment, takes it inside the 20 to the 19. Be a 1st and 10, 3:15 to go.
5-yard penalty, results in a first down.
It's one of those things right now, you know what's coming. It's going to be some sort of run play up the middle with that spread offense. And the bad thing is Harrisonville has not found a way to stop it so far, Gary.
That's right. I mean, you know, we had them deep, and they've been able to come out of it because of some runs and some penalties. You know, but we only had 3 penalties. They weren't timely in the first half, but we've already had 8 in the second half. And I think a lot of that comes with getting tired. A lot of the guys are for Harrisonville. Some of them are playing both ways. We got some guys that are banged up a little bit as well in this game. So
here comes the snap, and Hardman tries to cut to the outside. Nowhere to go. Defense comes up with a stop on first down, brings up second down and 12. Good news about that. I know the clock is rolling here. 2:40 to go in the ball game. You got to think they're going to stick with the run here, knowing Harrisonville doesn't have any timeouts, regardless if they get any yardage here. Because Platte County, the play clock finally rolls, they're going to be able to run this one down to about 2 minutes to go, and it'll bring up a third down after that. So 2 wide receivers left, 2 wide receivers right. I cannot imagine Platte County going to help them out by throwing and maybe getting an incomplete pass. Clarkson. He's going to hand off to Hardman. Hardman into the secondary again, inside the 15, and tackled down at about the 15. Ball does come out, and that's what the Cats were trying to do instead of tackling. And Watson, a couple of Wildcats exchanging pleasantries down there on the field. Looks like Bowers and Jasper Davis and Watts all having a conversation about who's buying dinner after the game. 1:40 to go. Third down coming up and about 5. Platte County maybe thinking field goal at this situation too. They get a field goal, they can kick it deep with an 8-point lead in less than a minute for the Cats. So 3 wide receivers set to your right, 1 to the left. Cats again almost jump off sides. That would have been about the worst possible time with 1:15 to go. And here comes the snap, and Hardman nowhere to go. Ball at the 15. 4th down coming up. Cats will only have about 30-ish seconds with the ball after this, regardless of what Platte County decides to do. I'm imagining Platte County's going to roll this one down and call a timeout when the play clock rolls, and then decide what to do on 4th down. 17-12 is the score. And you know, at this situation, they may not even try to go for a field goal here, because then you got to kick it deep. Cats got a good return game. So a lot of options here for Platte County to think about. Do they just want to run a play and go down and give Platte County calls the timeout. Do they want to give Harrisonville a long field to work with? Only 33 seconds to go. So Cats are going to get the ball with less than 30 seconds to go, no timeouts, a tall order, but they do have some big plays on the outside. Jasper Davis has made a couple of them tonight. You get one of those jump balls up and the Platte County defender falls down, Davis could run in for a touchdown.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to be kicking a field goal. It looks like it's going to be a 33-yard field goal. Obviously, he's got the leg for it, so it would put him up by 8. And so, we're kind of with our backs to the wall right here. They kick it. Nice thing about it is we'll have some time left. Hopefully we can get a good return. When they kick off, you brought up a good point. Running the ball here wouldn't be a bad choice because they would have to go 85, 90 yards. Where you kick the ball off, you can get a good return. A lot of things can happen in kickoffs.
We've seen it happen in the past.
Absolutely, we have.
So the ball is going to be placed down at about the 23-yard line, 33-yard field goal attempt coming up. Cats kick is good. And it's an 8-point game, 20-12 the score. 27.3 is what the Cats are going to get back. And you got to think they're going to try to squib kick it here. So we'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back after this.
Everyone loves a home field advantage. Buying or selling a home should be no different. That's why the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, should be your first call when you're in the market for buying or selling. James and Michael Hearn were born and raised right here in Harrisonville. They know the area and will find the perfect fit for you and your family. Mix in former Wildcat Tyler Hearn and the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty as your hometown team with the home field advantage to get you in your dream home. Give them a call today at 816-797-0756 or visit them at www.hearnhomes.com.
All right, welcome back. Cats return team out on the field. You got to think a squib kick is coming because he can kick it through the end zone here, but that's going to give the Cats still 27.3. At least a squib kick will run some clock. And, the Cats, they may have said, oh, he's going to kick it deep. And it will be Cats ball at their own 20, 27.3 seconds to go here in this one. Cats need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie this one up and send it in overtime. Gary, we talked about it. We saw it a couple of years ago. Zach's senior year, I believe, against Raytown South, kick it deep in the districts, and Raytown South returns the kick with under 10 seconds to go and ends up winning the game.
Yeah, and that's a heartbreaker.
Probably not one you want to talk about too much, but nevertheless, that was just one of those situations that happened that year. They kick it deep, and they showed you this is where having a kicker is a benefit to you because that one kicked it through the end zone. Now they got to go 80 yards. Maybe a couple extra seconds is all they got out of the deal.
They obviously have confidence in their kicker to kick that one deep, that he was going to kick it in the end zone. Probably he's done it all year. So
it looks like Bowers is under center here, and he is, and he's going to roll out and look to chuck it, and he throws it up for grabs and incomplete. Oh, the Cats.
Nearly intercepted.
I tell you what, the Cats came up with a huge break there. That game was over, and that game was bobbled, and dropped on that interception right there as it just went up for grabs, and Bowers was the one through it, and Bowers going to come to the near sideline here, and now Bird's going to have to come into the ball game. Laughlin comes in with him, 19.9 seconds to go. Cats need a big play off the bat. You may think hook and lateral, something like that. Davis and Laughlin flanked out to the near side, split backs in the backfield. And a timeout going to be called. Looks like Platte County going to call a timeout. So we'll take a timeout as well. Take a 30. We'll be right back.
The easiest place to buy a car just got easier. Max Ford of Harrisonville is getting rid of its 2017 inventory and offering 72 months, 0% interest, and a $1,000 trade allowance with approved credit. If this isn't in your budget, they have over 800 cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from so you can cruise through town in style. If you've been on the fence about buying, now is the time. So go to maxmotors.com while you watch the Wildcats, find a car, and head out to Max Ford tomorrow to get rolling down the road. And stay tuned after the game for our Max Effort Player of the Game.
All right, welcome back. 19.9 seconds to go. Coach Utz from Platte County called a timeout. I think he probably wanted to tell his troops, guys, keep everything in front of you. If the ball's coming, don't try to be a hero and intercept it, knock it down. because already they had a situation there on that one. Obviously, interception would have ended the ball game. But 2 wide receivers set to the near side. Bird is under center as we're back to action. Bird going to roll out, looking to pass. Still rolling out, and he's going to chuck it downfield. Davis comes back for it on the near sideline, and he goes out of bounds inside Platte County territory with 11.2 to go. Jasper Davis. A big play on that one. I'll let Gary do the math. And the ball at the 45. 35-yard completion to Jasper Davis. Ball at the 45. Now you can go with maybe a little 10, 15-yard out pattern and try to get out of bounds again, and then you can chuck one into the end zone for a jump ball. And Jasper Davis has shown he can come up with a jump ball. In tight on the far side, and Bird looking to throw. He's going to throw it over the middle, caught inside the 15. Clock doesn't run.
Last guy down to the middle.
Goes down to the 20. The clock isn't rolling. And the Cats are going to get lucky here. There was 11.9, and again, the offense, the clock did not roll. Cats just got to be ready to snap here because you're going to have to down it. They may put 5.7 seconds on the clock, and the clock will go at their stop. 20-12, a lot of work for the Cats to do. They have it down to the 20, but I'm afraid they're only going to have about 6 seconds or so. There was 11.9 when that started, and it may be less than 5, and the clock will roll. So you're going to have to down it here because you have no timeouts. We'll wait word from the official here as he's getting ready to talk.
The clock never started during the play. Please put 5 seconds on the game clock.
And so as soon as this snap, you're going to have to down it, and you're going to have to throw one into the end zone. So the clock rolls, and Bird downs it with 1.8. So 1.8 seconds to go here in the ball game. The game comes down to this. Cats ball at the Platte County 20-yard line. The Cats need a touchdown, and then they need the 2-point conversion. Obviously, the 2-point conversion would be an untimed down. You got Davis and Laughlin to the near sideline. You got to think they're going to go jump ball here into the end zone. Bird rolling out, and Bowers puts it on the turf, and that's going to end it.
That's it. Time expires. The Platte County Pirates have defeated the Harrisonville Wildcats.
So Platte County wins at 20-12. Comes down to the last play of the ball game. Cats fall to 2-2 on the season. Joe Bowers has took a licking and kept on ticking tonight. And the Cats fall to 2-2. We will say a timeout, and we'll be back with your post-game show, your max effort player of the game, and more after this.
So you're saying you didn't eat this ice cream?
Baby, I swear on my lucky shirt. I ate it.
Frightening bolt. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Brad Sainer, the Wildcats' most trusted Harrisonville Farmers Insurance agent who's seen it and covered it. Brad Sainer. Visit him in the A-frame on Commercial across from Casey's to get you covered. Ready for relief? Absolute Health Chiropractic's professional-friendly staff is trained to get results. Your doctor of chiropractic will analyze the cause of your pain, explain what's causing it, and work with you to get relief. They use effective, tested, proven techniques to relieve your pain and get you back to 100% right away so you can get back to enjoying your life. Absolute Health Chiropractic at 1908 West Mechanic Street in Harrisonville, or call 816-380-2436.
A bad tire can ruin someone's day in a heartbeat, so don't trust your tires to just anyone. Let William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center get you rolling down the road with safety and peace of mind. With their tire warranty and free rotations, they make sure you're well taken care of. So whether it's a spare or a new set of 4 tires, Young's will get you safely to that next Wildcat away game. Act soon and you may be eligible to up to $100 in rebates with certain hand-cooked tires. Go see William today right across the road from the Garage Burgers and Brew on Commercial.
All right, welcome back. It is time for our post-game show. Cats come up short 20-12. You know, a tale of almost 3 different games here in this one. Cats did a great job most of the first half. Kind of dominated the time of possession. They weren't dominating on the scoreboard. Halftime came. Platte County got a late touchdown into the first half to make a 7-6 lead into the half. Then Platte County came out and dominated the third quarter and did a great job in the third and first part of the fourth quarter to take a 20 to at 1.6 lead. Cats finally, you know, they got the ball back after the field goal. It was actually 17-6, and then it ended up being 20-6 on the kick, 20-12 on the field goal. And then the Cats just come up about 20 yards short, couldn't get it into the end zone. They brought Bowers in for that last play, but I'll tell you, Bird was really effective with those jump ball throws. That would have been a good situation for him as you had Laughlin and Davis out there, and you may have even wanted to run somebody. You know, you could run a couple of different situations in there if you're the Wildcats. Nevertheless, they fight to the last play. They fall to 2-2 on the year. Cats, no stranger to adversity. They won it won it all last year, losing 3 games in a row on the game. So one of those things, the Wildcats come up short, but they fall to 2-2. They have Excelsior Springs coming to town next Friday night for homecoming. You know, coaches always tell you they hate homecoming. There's all the other distractions. Have a game coming up next week as they fall to 2-2 on the year. Gary is getting some stats wrapped up for us. You know, you look at the ball game, you can go with any number of players. You would think you go with any number of players, but I think the only person you could really go with for my max effort player of the game, going to collect his second one, is Jasper Davis. He had 135 receiving yards on the ball game for the Wildcats, including a huge one on a third down here, down at the 45-yard line, got 30-plus yards. So Jasper Davis, max effort player of the game, and we also have our spine-tingling hit of the game, and we'll let you guys take a look at it right now. Brought to you by Absolute Chiropractic, Absolute Health Chiropractic. Spine-tingling hit from a week ago. And that'll be caught by Bowers. He's out to the 40, 45, makes a man miss to the 50, down the 45 to the 40, down the sideline. Good block, hammered on the near sideline. An Absolute Chiropractic spine tingler, if there ever was one. That was our spine-tingling hit of the game, brought to you by Christian Cooper against Benton a couple of weeks ago. Great hit by him, a block on a kick return, and you got to enjoy that if you're the Wildcats. Again, they come up short here tonight. Gary giving us some stats. We have our max effort player of the game. We had our spine-tingling hit of the game. We'll have another one for you next Friday as well. We had some good nominees for it this week as the Cats fall 20-12 to the Platte County Pirates. I believe my wife and son are back at home watching and listening, Angela and Braxton. So if Braxton's still up, I say hi, Braxton. Daddy will be home in just a little bit. As we let Gary wrap these up, we want to thank everybody that's been listening all year long. Going into tonight, over 1,800 views in just the first 3 games of the season. So I'm sure after tonight we'll go well over 2,000 views on the year in just 4 weeks of action, and those are huge numbers, and we're glad we got those numbers. Be interesting to see what Coach Maxon and the crew comes up with. I'm going to bring Gary in here in just a moment. He's going to chat about these statistics, and then we'll wrap things up from Harrisonville and Memorial Stadium.
Well, the way I've got it, we outgained them 350 yards to 263. Part of that was because of some short fields. They only had 1 or 2 long drives. Both of those came in the second half. One ended in a field goal, and then a shorter one ended in a touchdown. Time of possession, though, swapped in the second half. They had twice the amount of time of possession that we had, because we actually had 4 punts, either 3 to 5 and outs, and then we had that one play where they made the mistake. We got the ball on the 4-yard line and got the touchdown. So really, time of possession really hurt us in the second half. Actually, field position hurt us because they took the ball to us. However, I saw some really great things tonight. I mean, Jasper Davis ended up with a total of 195 yards receiving. I mean, we've not seen that really in Harrisonville football very much at all in the past. Really, at the end, Bowers ended up, because of that loss on that last play, he ended up with 21 yards on 14 carries. Reynolds ended up having 60 yards on 9 carries, and Boyd had 28 yards on 13 carries. But the story on as far as the offense goes was Bird was able to roll out a couple of times, get some good passes. Jasper was able to go up and get the passes, and that's, I think, really what really kept us going. And
oh, here we go. We're back. All of a sudden, everything went dead. Hopefully, you still got us going. We're having some issues here in the postgame show, so we will be wrapping it up shortly. But Gary was talking about it. All the yardage that Jasper had in the game, he's able to roll out. At this point, I just look at it as Coach Maxwell probably does. Let's get everybody healthy this week. The grind starts. 5 games in a row, conference season. Cats. All right, so I don't know what you heard. I don't know what you guys have heard, what you haven't. I know my wife's back home listening. She's probably going, what is going on here? So anyway, it's still flickering over there. So we'll probably wrap it up pretty quickly here. But Gary, bottom line is you got to get healthy this week. The grind starts. You got 5 games in a row. Harrisonville does not win their conference title last year, but they win a state title. They'd like to add to their trophy case this year, get a conference and a state title.
It's not how you begin, it's how you end. And that's proof in the pudding last year. And like I said, you know, the passing game opened up tonight, so I think it gave us some things to work on. We know we can run the ball. That's what we live on.
We're going to go ahead. We're going to shut things down. Jerry's having a horrible time back there. Something happened with the plug-in. We're going to say goodnight from Harrisonville. For everybody helping me get on the air, we'll see you Friday for homecoming.